Hello, everybody. I want to know how to set the music. Can I set the music? Evening, everyone. Alexander, welcome, welcome. I don't know how to set up the music. I can see you now. Let me share the link to everybody. Hello, Chuck. Hello, guys. Can anybody hear me? Yeah, the live will start in 6 minutes. How are you guys doing? TD. Oh, you are the guy. TD. Miami guy. How's everything, dude? Good, good, dude. Thank you, Alexander. I want to share the YouTube link to other channels, other places. I noticed you set up two lives. Yes, 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 yes. Oh my God. That's this. Take a look at this. Wait a moment. I will cancel one of the lives. Yeah, we'll cancel one of that. Okay, okay. Hello, Chump Change. Yeah, I set up two lives. Honestly, don't know how to set the music here. Chump Change. Sorry, guys. I'm really new to this. I don't know why the lights keeps blinking. Hello, guys. Can you hear me? Charlie, I sent you a Telegram message a few days ago about this miner. Hello, guys. Finally, I'm live. Okay, okay. I think I had some settings not finished yet with the camera. Hello, Augustine.
Hello, hello, hello. Man, you brought me in here
Hello.
quick. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, I'm getting you here inside quicker because I feel like having some bad lighting here, so maybe when you're here I can I would feel less hopeless. I mean the lights just keeps blinking. Yeah,
I see
it's
that. You
not
got
doing.
some green lights going on. It looks like Chum Cheng was saying there looks like there's have a rave going on. Crypto party going on here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. How is it looking? I mean the green light like this, is it good?
I honestly don't mind it. I don't think people mind that much. You can
Really,
barely
really,
tell.
really.
It's okay.
Okay, okay,
I would even say, why don't you shut it off? I don't think it's even necessary, really.
okay, okay. But this is not bright enough, right?
It's perfect, Charlie. It's perfect.
Okay. Sorry guys, wait, I will get another light very soon.
I think it looks perfect, Charlie. I don't think there's any issues with it.
Wait a minute.
I don't know. What does the chat think? Does the chat think that Charlie's look good or not? Right, right, right. Green like the Hulk. You wouldn't like him when he's angry, is what they're saying. Chuck Danger 87
Yes,
is
sir. Yes, Augustine, you're already live.
awesome. Let's get
Awesome,
started then.
awesome.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah. We can get started. So first of all, let me make sure that. Oh, I got someone telling me that he wanted to join, but he's going to the dentist. Yeah, that's a client from Japan. Yeah.
That's gonna be interesting. From the dentist wanting to join you. It's gonna get some work
Oh,
done in the teeth and talk
yes, he's from
crypto.
Japan. Yeah. Oh, I didn't cancel it. I need to cancel the other live. Oh yes, that one I canceled. So I need to get a shareable link.
How's my audio, by the way? Charlie, do you hear it
Your
well?
audio is
Audience,
awesome. Yeah,
listen.
yeah, yeah. You're professional.
Okay, got it, got it. Yeah, because this time I'm trying out the wireless, the Rode microphones, and I think it sounds better. I honestly think the quality is much better than the ones built into the headphones because I was looking at previous streams and oh my god, it was terrible the way that it was sounding.
Okay, right now
Well,
you're
that's good
you're
that it's
you're
sounding good.
perfect. Right now you're perfect. Sorry guys for those of who are watching. Right now it looks like I'm just doing some testing instead of about doing anything. You know. Yeah, but we're gonna be serious very soon. Sorry guys. Yeah.
I don't know if my lighting is too good. I don't like that light too well. See if I can get another light in here because I don't have too much light going on.
Mm,
Basically in a dark room.
in the dark room. I want to post it on my Instagram.
Go for it. If you post it on Twitter, I'll give it a retweet.
Oh, I just did it. Yeah. I said
All
I'm
right.
live. Yeah. There. Uh, because right now my phone is doing the streaming. Yeah. My phone is doing the camera thing. Hello, Jonathan. Thank you. Thank you. New England crypto. Thank you, guys. Everybody. the Stick Shark, Chum Chain, the big guy, Dave's FinTech channel.
This is your first ever live?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh
So
my God!
we're
Welcome
we're
to
in
the
the
first live.
presence of the
Yeah, I'm gonna
first ever
share.
Charlie Lin live. Oh my god. We
It's
gotta
my
come on
honor to
guys, come
have
on.
you.
Everybody on the chat.
It's my
Give
honor
him
to
a
have
round of
you.
applause.
Yeah, let's
Thank you.
give
That's a
a round
pleasure.
of applause to Endless Mining. Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you for
uh,
having me, Charlie.
Agustin.
It's an honor to be on the first ever live of Charlie and the first ever
Okay.
guest. Wow.
Yeah. You're.
Talk about history being made right here.
Thank you for helping me out here. Yeah. Oh, where's my StreamYard link? Yeah, it's so here. Okay, I just share the link. Share the link to more people. Okay. Uh, Serpent X just texted me. Uh, yeah, he wanted to ask us something about the what is the cheapest ASIC for 120 terahash, around 3,200 watts. I've been trying to get some partners or sponsors for a single unit, but no luck so far.
Oh, you're talking to the right person right here. You got Charlie Lin. He's got the best
Oh,
prices in the
no.
market.
You sell more miners than me. Yeah, you sell more miners than everybody. Yeah.
Nah, I'm not here. No. You sell more miners. Come on. We know that.
You're in America. Yeah, of course you sell more. Yeah. Okay.
There we go. I let the doggy out. Now she's not gonna be bothering anymore. She likes to move around a lot.
So I'm not on the YouTube page right now. I don't know how the YouTube looks like right now. Yeah. How himself. Welcome. Yeah. For everybody that's watching our live, are we looking good? Are we sounding good? The camera, the microphone, everything looks good. Because I don't want to look or sound stupid. Yeah. Did you brush your teeth? Why that?
He wants to make sure that I have. He wants to make sure that I got some good
All good.
good
Water,
dentures.
tea. Thank you. A little
Some
quiet,
good.
but yes, everything else is good. Perfect. Let me see. I did prepare many topics for today's live, and at the same time, I would like to invite a few gurus, professionals like Augustine with Endless Mining, and perhaps we are gonna have uh, Daniel Daniel Johns from Kadena Mining Club. Yeah, he's also started a YouTube channel, and yeah, I don't know if he will join. He seems like he will. Yeah, but thank God I have you, Augustine. You first. Yeah. So how's everything?
Everything is good. Just busy. We've been working a lot lately, onboarding everything. I mean, we were talking today, Charlie. I was telling you
Yeah.
that just setting up systems in general is what we're working on right now. Um, everything's good, Charlie. How about yourself?
I'm just a little bit nervous.
Why are you
I'm
nervous?
prepared. I'm prepared for this live. The gears. Oh, I didn't set them up very well. This is my first live. I bought this light just like in the evening.
Yeah,
Right now is the morning. Yeah. So I went to the electronics market in Shenzhen, and I bought a light. Yeah.
got it,
Yeah.
got it, got it.
And
Oh, yeah. My recommendation to what you said about being nervous is there's always this topic that a lot of people talk and they say, our
Well,
bodies and our minds don't
I
recognize
think
the differences.
I'm less
Yeah.
nervous than I'm less nervous right now. I actually feel a little bit sorry for the for the viewers, yeah, for my followers, because I had prepared this like for a very long time, yeah. But almost obviously I'm doing this like at the last minute, because last night I met with the client, yeah, and I used to work with him on some other products. He's from India, and he came to Shenzhen last night, so he and me, we went out for some dinner, to try some Indian food, and only came back. I only came back at 11 p.m. Yeah, so almost had no time. Yeah,
No, but everything is good, Charlie. I'll tell you right now. You have 15 people watching. People are commenting. I don't think you're letting anybody down. I think it's a really good stream so far, and you're handling
thank you,
yourself very well. So I think it's
thank
going
you
pretty
so
well. And
much.
I was saying, Charlie, the body doesn't realize the differences between being nervous and being excited. So just trick yourself into thinking that you're excited. When you feel that in here, just tell yourself you're excited and you're happy for this and you're looking
You're the
forward to it.
best. You're the best. You should have a YouTube channel, and you're gonna be, yeah, if not number one, number two, crypto mining YouTuber.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, yeah.
yes, yes.
You're gonna beat Voscoin. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, great, great. Thank you, Serpendex Media. Thank you. Video quality is good. That's what he says. Thank you, everyone. S21 looking juicy. Jonathan Hopkins. Good, good. Watching on the big TV in my living room. Looks great. Okay, so here's the thing. The topic of our live is S21. So I don't want to waste people's time. Of course, we're going to talk about it. And in the meantime, I want to talk about some other points which I noted down these few days, to prepare for this live. So some other questions includes, the L7. Uh, why L7 remains so expensive? Why is it still so expensive? We just finished the halving, right? We already had the halving of Litecoin, but why isn't it cheap? Yeah, and also we're gonna find out like why is what's miner not so popular? Why is it not popular? Why is it not? Uh, there are not too many of them. I mean, there
Mhm.
are average models like M30s. There are a lot, but for the large hash rate machines, there are not so many. Why? Yeah, and maybe I will ask people about their experience or their opinions about on immersion cooling or hydro cooling. Yeah, and of course we are gonna talk about S21. Like I want to ask people if you guys are interested in pre-ordering a S21 uh, when when it's ready. Sorry, pre-ordering it, or you are only going to order it when it's ready. Yeah, because when it's ready, the price will be unstable. But when you pre-order it, the price is like more sure. Like you have an idea, but we don't know when it's gonna turn spot. So when it turns spot, the price we don't know. It may be $30 per terahash. Yeah, we don't know. But if you pre-order it, the price is secure. Yeah. Mm, however, we still have the risk, like the case we had with the S19J Pro Plus 120 terahash, right? Before, Augustine, Augustine, I'm sure you remember that, right?
I remember what? I'm
S19,
sorry.
S19J Pro 120 terahash. Uh, we had many pre-orders, right?
For the J Pro model, yes, we did. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But the price for the pre-orders were high. When it turns spot, the price becomes cheaper. Yeah, yeah. So that's very amusing. Yeah, that's also sad for some most people that pre-ordered the S19J Pro plus 120 terahash. So we don't know if it's gonna happen with the S21, right? Yeah,
We don't know.
we don't
It's
know.
a great question that you're asking.
Yeah.
For S21s, you said S21. So S21 is a unit that has a remarkable consumption efficiency. Okay, it's 3,000. Let me see. It's 3,500 watts for a total of 200 terahash. That is one of the most efficient units we've seen in the market in many months. Okay, 17.5 joules per terahash. That means that this machine is consuming 17.5 watts per terahash that is producing. Um, it's a market thing. I think the answer that you're looking for, Charlie, here is what are the markets seeing, and is Bitmain going to take advantage of this? Uh, we were seeing in the past, Bitmain has done this before. They've done this with the KA3s. They've done this with the L7s. They've done this with the S19s. It just happens. It's a supply and demand that they see on the market, and if they can take advantage of it, they will. It's we're playing their game. I always come up to the same conclusion: is that they have majority of the market share right now. If you want to buy a miner, you have to buy a miner from Bitmain. If you go to Watts Miners, you brought up the topic, Charlie. If you go to Watts Miners, you're not going to get the same efficiency. You're not going to maybe get the same customer service because Bitmain, yes, sure. Some people say their customer service is bad, but they respond to my emails. They talk to me. You know
Oh,
that.
the
I don't
Bitmain.
know. Yeah, for me, they respond to
Mm.
my emails. They get
Oh,
my
you're
warranty.
big. You're
You know,
endless mining.
no, I'm not.
Mm.
I'm not saying it's because it's me endless mining because I have sent them emails from different email addresses, and we do get responses. Right now, Lisa from Bitmain, shout out to Lisa from Bitmain. She's the
Mm.
customer service representative who's always responding to my emails. She's really taking care of us. She really does put in that effort.
Yeah, that's Lisa.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
For everybody, it's Lisa. I heard the name many times. Yeah.
maybe they just have
Maybe.
50 people and they're all named Lisa.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe it's like a phone model. Yeah, maybe it's like yeah,
Yeah, maybe they just call them Lisa and that's
yeah.
it.
It's like a
Uh,
nickname for everybody. But I believe it's just one lady because not everybody people are complaining direct to Bitmain. Not everybody knows to do that. They
yeah.
usually just complain to the sellers like you, Augustine, or me. Yeah,
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the way it goes.
yeah.
That's how they typically. We sell on. I don't know if you know this, Charlie, but we do sell on eBay and on Amazon, and the reason for the most returns is because either units arrive broken or units break after a couple months, and they think that we are the ones responsible for it.
Mm,
Unfortunately, Bitmain doesn't take responsibility for those units apart from the
mm,
warranty. Now, the
mm,
downside to that is that number one, clients don't want to have to be sending units in and out. They want to get something and they want it to work for what they paid for it, and that's understandable. And number two, it's 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 not common here in the U.S. that you have to pay for the shipping of the miner to get it repaired when you should already be getting a miner that's already working properly. You buy a computer on Amazon, you get it broken, you're gonna ship that thing back. You're not gonna warranty it, and you're shipping that thing back. So I think people here in the U.S. have a different mentality. In different countries, though, I will tell you, they will contact you before they start the return process. It's happened to me before that clients they purchase an S19 as in Kazakhstan, and the miner arrives broken. They call me, hey, the miner arrived broken. I appreciate you sending it to me, but it came broken. I don't know. Does that happen to you? Do you see a difference between, for example, the U.S. clients and other clients
yeah, yeah.
outside the U.S.?
Okay, okay. It doesn't happen a lot to me,
Uh huh.
personally. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, but I mainly deal with the. We probably deal in the same markets. Yeah, I deal primarily with the U.S. market and the European market. Yeah, yeah, but there are some isolated cases like machines arrive dead on arrival. Yeah, immediately. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
we sell on Amazon and eBay. I don't know if you
mm,
sell on those marketplaces, but those
I
marketplaces
don't. Oh,
offer.
these marketplaces, they bind you. Yeah, they make you accountable. Yeah. Okay, so it looks like going to have Serpent X Tech. Yeah, he just saw my StreamYard invite. Yeah, maybe. Let me see. Hello, Serpentex
Hey, what's
Vega.
up?
Hey, all
What's
good.
going on?
How's it going? How's it going, sir?
It's going all right. I was actually listening to your conversation. I did just see the link, but I was just chilling, laying down. Matter of fact, I was actually looking and asking questions about the S19K. But going back to the original reason of, or the original title of your YouTube stream,
Okay, okay.
the S21, isn't it
Yeah.
kind of like a wait and see, right? You got to wait for units to, are units actually in the hands of end users and farms yet?
No, there's no units that are already ready for shipping. Yeah,
Right.
nothing
So
like this.
the J
Yeah.
Pro, I heard a lot of good things
Oh,
about the J Pro. The XP had problems for a number of clients or people that I know. So the 21, even though it's more efficient, are they going to run into the same issues that the XP had? I guess we have to all wait and see. Like I'm looking at the K right now, which I like, but is it going to have the same problems? Is it going to be, can the control boards that Epic made be able to use it the same way we use it on the J Pro? So there's a lot of questions behind it, but we won't know until clients actually
oh.
start sharing that data.
Okay, okay. Did you say that you're a little bit concerned about the quality of the K Pros?
So yeah, the K Pros and the S21s.
S21.
Valid
Okay,
questions for sure.
so here is what information that I got. I asked about S19 K Pro. Uh, the price is actually higher than the S19 J Pro 120 terahash.
Right, but
Uh,
it's
so
less power. So the J Pro
yeah,
uses more
yeah.
power, but the
The,
K uses less power, so it's more efficient. So it's a catch
yeah,
22.
the quality should be better. Why? Because according to these distributors, so they told me it's because this machine, this model, is made from the leftovers of the
Hmm.
S19 XP 140 terahash.
Okay,
Well,
so
it's yeah, it's good
like
and bad.
Nvidia,
Yeah.
right? They create a bunch of let's say for example 3090s, but the
Mm,
3090s aren't running at their full yield potential, right? So they have a cut
mm.
down variant and then they sell it as a 3080, or they cut it down and sell it as a 3080 Ti or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, 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 yeah. So so it's good and it's bad. Yeah, it's good because it's made from like a higher like like a more powerful machine, material. But the bad thing is that it doesn't look like Bitmain is going to launch this model like uh forever. But S19 J Pro, there's a lot, and we've seen deliveries of that model, you know, for many months, right? But
Right.
K Pro, we don't know. Yeah, it may be discontinued because it's made from the leftovers of the S19 XPs. Yeah, so
I'm wondering
leftovers can be finished. Yeah.
I'm wondering if for example, the Alpha Miner, the Alpha Miner power supplies. I'm pretty sure those power supplies, like the immersion one, can be reused between the J Pro, the Plus, the K, and the control boards. I'm pretty sure they're kind of interchangeable. And going back to what you asked before I joined, you said something about why a lot of people don't like Miner compared to Bitmain. Just overall, from what I hear, and I'm sure you said you're not having any issues with XYZ, is that the Bitmain units, if you ordered, let's say, 250 units, maybe 233 will work off rip, but then the few of them will be DOA. Whereas if you ordered in bulk from a lesser supplier or like a lesser brand instead of Bitmain, you might have out of that 250, like the What's miners, you might have only 210 work off rip, and the rest you got to figure out, maybe do some maintenance or their DOA, and then you got to return them. So the amount that come DOA is less with Bitmain, but they're such a large operation and can push out so much production that it doesn't really make that much of a difference.
I
Mm,
mean,
What's my
you're talking about a 6.8% failure rate over
right,
there.
right?
233 of 250 is a 6.8% failure rate. It's pretty high. Typically, I like to see it being below 5%. But I will say, we recently had a client, maybe a couple months ago, who placed an order on L7s, and he purchased 68 L7s. Out of the 68 L7s, I kid you not, we might have sent out maybe 15 out for repairs. A,
Wow.
a pain in the butt, man. I might be able to show you right now. I don't know if we have the capabilities, but there's still some of them running hot. We have most of them. We have about 100, and I think our Messina site, we have about 101 L7s running, and we keep getting issues with them. We keep having issues where they're overheating, they're faulty, they turn off, they turn on, and it's a bit of a higher failure rate than 6.8% for sure.
That's well, I mean, that was just an example, but I have heard that like if we ordered the Avalon miners, there might be a higher percentage of failure rate compared to what's miner than compared to Bitmain. So just from what I heard, and I'm a small sample size, and from my contacts, it's basically Bitmain has the lesser failure rate or DOA, then what's miner, then I think it's Avalon, and I don't have enough of a sample size for the Deswe miners. The ones we saw at Mine
okay.
Disrupt, and I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
they're
yeah,
getting
yeah,
bigger too.
yeah. Uh, my my personal opinion is better not to test with the Desiway miners because it's still a small brand. Yeah.
Right,
It's a new brand. Yeah. There are too many uncertainties. Yeah, and their miner is still very expensive. I think they're quoting at like 20 25 $26 per terahash. We know it's ready for shipping. Yeah, but it's too expensive, and we don't know like about the quality. What if it shuts down like after a few months, or maybe just one
right.
month? Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah, and
longevity of it,
yeah,
and it's just it's not enough time. There's not enough time in the market. Bitmain has that prestige. Not only do they have the production capabilities, the manufacturing capabilities, but the name Bitmain has been around for a while. I know Avalon and a number of other miners been around for a while as well, but nothing to the scale that Bitmain is. So when it comes to the answer or the question of why not a lot of people go Bitmain instead of Wetsminer. I have a Wetsminer. I have no issues with it. I do. Well, okay, I lied. It's a only a single M30 at the moment in my garage, but the only thing that's gone bad on it in the immersion liquid is the adapter board, which when I transfer units, because you're eventually going to get to immersion cooling, when I transfer units, I'm going to replace the adapter board. I'm just not going to do it right now because I don't want to drain the liquid until I'm ready to upgrade or move over. But I have fun with it. And I'm not sure if you're used to cars, and maybe some of your viewers are. Think of it kind of like if I were to say, and you, again, you gentlemen might not be familiar with this, the difference between a Honda Civic, right, has a lot of parts aftermarket that can be put on this particular car, motor or external, compared to a car that doesn't have a lot of aftermarket support. Bitmain to me has more aftermarket
yeah.
support than what's mine and some of the others.
Okay,
That's a
okay.
good
I
point.
think we saw something interesting in the comment section. It's Bruno Reis. Yeah, he's my client. He's from Portugal. Okay, so thank you for your input. So basically, he's complimenting what's miners over the Bitmain. Yeah, the percentage of failure is huge in Bitmain. Yeah, there's no logic in top end machines coming with from the source with problems.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, it
I
really
think.
depends because I got some people that say that they tell me don't get the XP because it has a larger failure rate than the J Pros or the control board has an issue, and then some people like myself have no issues with what miners and I actually like what's miner. So I wish we could get the internal data, and Bitmain and Wetsminer and all these different distributors or manufacturers are not going to share it with us. But if we could get that data set showing the actual units they shipped and how many clients had issues or it was DOA or whatever, we could actually see that data. Then we could see. But right now it's all like talking to your colleagues, different farms, and identifying, okay, this model is not running as good because it's either running hot, it was DOA off the rip, the control board failed after a while. But I personally agree with the gentleman that just wrote. I have no issues with Wetminer. I actually like Wetminer.
Okay, okay. So here is an important or maybe interesting question. Augustine, why do you think there are not many what's miners in the market, or like not everyone is getting it? Everyone is still getting the ant miners. Yeah,
It's efficiency.
I mean so
Efficiency of
good. I mean
Bitmain is
so
better.
good. It's the quality is so nice. Yeah.
Yeah, but the efficiency. People want the most efficient. I was saying it. 17.5 joules per terahash is the new S21. How much is the most efficient Watts miner? You know, how
Well,
much is the
Okay.
I was actually comparing that. If you look it up, because you're by a computer and I'm not, I was comparing the S19K, like 2800 watts for 120 terahash, where the M50S, the lesser one, not the plus plus, is like 120 terahash, but at like 32, almost 3300 watts.
Okay. So
There we go. I'm
so
sharing my
I
screen right now. I don't know if you can
mm,
see it. You can't see it on the stream, but
yeah.
I'm seeing right now on the Watts Miners website. Well, I don't know. See, that's another issue. Watts Miner. When you go to Watts Miner and you search it up on Google, there's two websites. There's like Watts Miner and
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Micro
whatsminer.com.
BT.
Yeah. So which one is it?
Oh, it doesn't
What?
matter. Yeah.
It's the same one. It's the same. It's the same link. The
Mm,
websites. Well, anyways, it doesn't matter. But I'm looking at their new models that they just released, and you're looking at 19.9 joules per terahash. It's a different efficiency. At the end of the day,
money.
during a bear market, you want to make sure that you're getting the best efficiency. Look at the L3 pluses. I was talking with a client today about this, and he told me there was a point in time where he had 1,500 L3 pluses, but it came a point in time where the cost of running the units just didn't make any more sense for him. So imagine having that 2 joules per terahash difference where one of them is still making money and the other one isn't because of the 2 joules per terahash. It's not that much, but at the same time, when you're in a bear market, all of those pennies do matter because instead of
Okay.
giving it to the power company, you're saving it in your pocket. You're basically, making more money with it. So I think that's
Yeah.
why I think that's why Bitmain has been maintaining themselves more relevant.
Okay.
You know,
Okay. I find something a bit funny because I think the thumbnail that I set up for this live is looks like a ad or promotion for a Bitmain company. But right now it looks like everyone is attacking a Bitmain, and we're talking about banning Bitmain, and we're talking about boycotting Bitmain, and yeah, yeah,
uh,
and you can see more complaints coming up here. Are they still under the group Shenzhen Century Cloud Technologies? So, Kaiser, so the Shenzhen Century Cloud Technologies is the manufacturer for Bitmain. So it's not under the company, So the iPhones are made by Foxconn, a very big manufacturer in Shenzhen, in China. Yeah. So they're just a manufacturer. Yeah. Yeah. So it's not really not their responsibility. Still, it's the maker of the product still is still Bitmain. Yeah, we still have to complain Bitmain on this. To be honest. Okay, so yeah, Augustine, you made a very good point. Yeah.
thank you.
Wow. So Serpent X is showing his immersion cooling unit. Hmm.
Interesting, interesting. And that's a Watts
Yeah.
miner right there, right?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
Wetsminer.
Nice.
And then I have some
Okay.
S9s that I was testing for a
Hmm.
client.
Okay.
It's nice. What is he do? What is your client doing with that? Heating up a home?
Yeah, he got it secondhand, but it was poorly kept, so he's just trying to get them working. I got a couple of them working, but a couple of boards that either need the PIC chip replaced or some of the MOSFETs. So I'm just probing and testing bit by bit. What's he planning to do with it? I don't know. He's probably going to wait for the next bull run and then try to sell it because right now they're in working condition, not that good as far as pricing. But later on, when the bull market comes, they might be a couple extra $100. We'll see.
Nice.
Okay. Okay, I want to talk about immersion cooling. Yeah, maybe a little bit later. Yeah, but I want to share my personal observation on why there are less watt miners in the market. Okay, efficiency definitely is a big reason here. Uh, a very big input, very big reason is because watt miner has very bad marketing. Okay, that's another big reason. Uh, and because of that, or maybe not because of that, they're setting up very high minimum order quantity for what's miners. That's a very big issue. Okay. So yesterday I got the order for two M50 120 terahash machines. And we asked the distributor. He asked me how many units. I said two. He said decline. I said no. So why? So that looks like a sign of power or strength. But no, it's a sign of weakness. That to me, it's a weakness. You're when you are very strong, you have everybody selling for you. You know, when you're weak, you only have yourself selling for yourself. Yeah. So the reason why they set up so high MOQ is because they're weak. Yeah. So they need more growth. Yeah. I mean, when they set up there's no limit on the MOQs, minimum order quantity, everyone can buy them easily. Yeah. But why do they set up high MOQs? It's because their miners are in mainland China. Yeah, they're not in Hong Kong. Yeah, so for all the miners coming out from mainland China, we need to make sure these miners will leave China. So for that proof to be done, there will be costs. Yeah, so they want to they try to minimize the number of uh, exports. Maybe they want the biggest export, like one export for 1,000 miners, maybe. But if it's 100 miners for 100 people, it's 100 exports. You know, if they're strong enough, they would have all the miners in Hong Kong, but now they're having them in Shenzhen because they cannot sell too many. So that's a vicious cycle. Yeah. So definitely a big shout out to What's Miner, but yeah, I hope they can do better marketing and they can sell more and they can lower their MOQs so more
What
people will
it?
have access. Yeah.
Do you know what their minimum amount is? Is it like
Right now it's 10, 10.
That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. 10 per
Yeah.
order
Yeah.
minimum, and then Bitmain, you know, because all the different vendors and distributors, they can sell 1 unit, 2 units, 3 units, whatever you need. So, for just to help you out real quick for the viewers, if you're in the United States or Canada, think of it as Sam's Club or Costco is what's miner, right? They always want to sell in batches, bulk, right, rather than individual units. Whereas Bitmain is more or less, dollar store. Even though that's not the pricing, I'm just saying they're very easily accessible to the mass market with Bitmain compared to what's miner.
Mm, maybe you're right. Yeah. Or maybe we can say like Bitmain is a little bit like a big brand, like a Mercedes. Augustine just correcting my pronunciation a few hours earlier. Yeah, from Mercedes or BMW. Uh, and what's mine is like Honda. It's very pragmatic. It's the quality is good. Yeah, the price is less. Yeah. Let me see. Okay, so there's another question that I listed and I specified in the beginning of the video of this live. It's why L7 remains so expensive. Yeah. I mean, we were past the Litecoin halve, right? But why is it still so expensive? Yeah.
I think it's still profitable. People are still making money with it. People are still believing in Litecoin and Dogecoin. They really believe that it's gonna. That I think Charlie. I think it's really the same thing. The supply and demand that I was talking about earlier. L7s are our most sold miner per not per quantity, but for amount of sales. So L7s have the most capital coming in. That's the majority of the sales that we make at Endless Mining are coming from L7s. I don't know about you, Charlie, um, but that's it's the supply and the demand is there. The demand is there for these miners. They keep buying them. I just delivered
Okay.
three. When you called me today, when we
Yeah.
called each other
Yeah.
today, Charlie, I was
Yeah. Yeah.
delivering three L7s here
Yeah.
in Bethesda.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
literally doing a delivery for three L7s. So you see, they
Yeah.
keep
Yeah.
buying them. So I think that's why people just keep buying them at that price, and
Okay. Okay.
Bitmain takes advantage of it. Why not?
Okay. So for you, it seems really good. Yeah. On my side, I haven't sold many L7s in the past few months, and even very few people ask about it. I don't know why. Yeah. More people just ask about Bitcoin miners. Yeah. S19s. Yeah. And
So
ac- yeah,
go ahead. You go, Charlie.
L7 used to be my best seller. I actually have a really big client in Utah, in America. Yeah, he bought a lot. Yeah, he bought many of them.
Well, that was before the halving, right?
But after that, he kept asking me, "Hey Charlie, what's the new price for the L7s? Is it coming down? We just had the halving, right?" So Augustine is right. There is no doubt there is still a high demand for that. The profit is good. And I asked many people, like who are still doing mining, and most people they say they have the L7 still running. Yeah, so L7 is a good mine even after the halving. Yeah.
Isn't the highest end model only making like 7, 8 bucks? Well, I guess it depends on where you are and what your electricity rate is. So never mind. But I mean, yeah, if you look at the charts, they're one of the only profitable miners besides the Casper miners. I mean, a lot of the Bitcoin miners, besides the latest generations, are mostly in the negative. Some of them are positive, but
Yeah.
mostly in the negative. So, I
Yeah.
mean, if I was a first time person, I wanted to, get started on something that is profitable, it probably would be the L7s. If I were just looking at the chart and not understanding you know the actual landscape that we're looking at here, it would be the L7s.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
I want to stack as much Bitcoin as possible. That's my goal, and I'm sure that's what many of your viewers watching right now are trying to do. Whether it's mining altcoins and converting it to Bitcoin or vice versa, or directly to Bitcoin. I'm trying to get as much Bitcoin as possible because there's only going to be so much.
That's what
Mm.
most of our clients are doing, Serpent. They're mining with the L7s, but they're converting it right into Bitcoin.
Mm.
They mine
And
with
you know
nice
what?
hash and they just convert it.
That's what I was going to say. NiceHash has been doing pretty good because the people paying the hash rate marketplace or playing that
Mm.
game, the easy mining game, are overpaying the miners to mine a script or whatever the algorithm is that's on easy mining. And it's
Mm-hmm.
actually not bad. I mean, you saw Seb FinTech do a video on it. I did a video on it. The comparison of direct mining a particular coin through a pool or through NiceHash. NiceHash is making a few sats more. Sometimes it may be minuscule, but sometimes it might be a lot more because somebody overpaid on that order. And I've seen that before. Some people actually type in an order number and they might say 2.35 Bitcoin per terahash per day, and that's like 4 times higher than the next order down, and you'll see them really quickly fix it or forget about it, and then they're overpaying by a lot. That's just a better environment for the miners and more incentive for the miners to take advantage of that. But yeah, L7s connected to the script on NiceHash, I could see that being a target for many. So even with the happening, it doesn't bother them because they're still profitable and they're still mining, hashing away.
But the halving was
Oh,
still halving was only for Litecoin though, right? It wasn't for Dogecoin,
Yeah,
correct?
yeah. It just
Yeah,
impacted profits, but because most of the pools out there, if you're mining, is going to do Litecoin merge mining, not so much direct mining. But yeah, it was only for Litecoin.
gotcha. Yeah, because Litecoin only makes us up like a small percentage. I don't know if it's like 10-20% of the actual profits that you get from the L7s. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think they're more than that. So I think that's why it didn't really impact all of the people. And Charlie, to your point of why the L7s remain so expensive as well, they did drop in price. We did see a drop in price right after the halving. Almost right after the halving, we did see a drop in price. It wasn't major, but the prices did drop.
yeah,
Um,
but it's being still very stable. Yeah,
yeah,
and actually before the halving, I could remember there was even a lower price. Yeah,
yeah.
and it's never going back to that price level again. Okay, let's check on the comment section to see if there are any interesting questions we missed. Would you Mehmet Vala, would you guys suggest buying Casper miners at this point in time, and which one would you buy? What's your answer, Augustine?
It really, I am not a Caspa fan myself. Uh, I have not researched into this project enough to have an opinion in it. I have not really read their, if they have a white paper, I haven't read it. I haven't really had the time. What I can say though is I have a couple of clients who are extremely into Caspa, and I have one gentleman who reached out to me maybe 2 years ago, or I don't know how long ago, but a long time ago. Let's just say a year ago. He reached out to me when Caspa was not even something that was being talked about, and he told me, "Look, there's this coin called Caspa. I researched into it, and let me tell you something. I want you to make a miner, and I want us to mine it." Uh, this is before any miner came out or anything. A crazy story, really. Incredible that this guy was so, so behind, so in front of it, really. Um, no, we never made a miner, and and I never really, even with the Ice Rivers came out, I never really jumped into it right away. Um, but yeah, this guy that I know definitely jumped into it early, and he probably is very happy right now with the price of Caspa. But
Yes.
regarding the miners, I mean, Bitmain got into it. Ice Rivers, they're pretty well known. What's the question exactly? And which one should you buy?
Which?
Is
Yeah,
what
yeah,
they
yeah,
want to know?
yeah, yeah,
Which one?
yeah, yeah.
For us, buy the one that you like the most. And I would recommend not. I always do this. I always give out the same recommendations, which are: don't put all your eggs in one basket. So don't invest all your money into one single miner, so that the day of tomorrow, if that miner for some reason explodes, or for some reason, it's not profitable anymore because they came out with uh, you know, a new miner that's hashing half the network. You know, it's still something that you can expense. It's still something that you can do. And apart from that, I would highly suggest that you do a thorough research on who you're buying with, and also from what company you're buying with. Send them a text message. Send a text message to their customer service. I don't. We don't have a relationship with Ice River. I don't know about you, Charlie. Please let us know. But we don't, and I don't know how their customer service is. Give them a call. Shoot them a message. Call them. Hey, pretend that you have a miner and tell them, "Hey, I bought a miner from you. Can you help me repair it? There's something broken with it. It's not hashing anymore." And see what kind of relationship you have with that company. And if you like it, go for it. You're here to get the fastest ROI as possible. And if you can make it as stable as possible, well, better. And yeah, that would be my 2 cents right there. But Charlie Serpent, let me know what you guys think. You guys think it's a good idea to do what I said, or no?
No,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Actually, that's a good video idea. First thing you should do before buying an ASIC or a miner, reach out to the support staff for the miner in particular you're looking for, the manufacturer or the vendor, and what you said, pretend or act like you have a miner and see what kind of level of support you're in. Because if you're buying into a product that doesn't have a decent level of support behind it, or you're going to be stuck in queue in a ticketing queue for months, if not a year, then is that really a brand you want to work with? It's kind of like shopping with, pre-builts on computers. There are really good ones and there's really bad ones. So you gotta see. Now I don't have a relationship with Ice River. I did try reaching out to them when they first came out just to verify their legitimacy. Then they came out, they were legit. But going back to the question, as far as should you get the miner, something you need to consider is first off, the 3M is really good, but that's a decent chunk of change. That's a decent investment on your part to buy the KS3M or the KS3L, whatever the lesser one is, not the 8 terahash, but the lesser one is. And you got to keep in mind, not only is the reduction of the profitability or the amount of Caspa you're getting as you mine this currency going down, but the emission schedule, if you pay attention to that, that's also reducing the amount of Caspa. Originally, we could mine it, on our GPUs and FPGAs. Then ASICs blew things out of the water. So things are progressing quite nicely for Caspa as far as a hardware standpoint. But your profitability might not be the same. Look at what Caspa, the KS3, not the M and not the L, were making early days. I think early days it was like $700-800 a month, and and I could be wrong about that.
A month or
Either
a
way,
day? A month or
I,
a day?
I think it was a day. I think it
A
was a
day.
day,
I think it was a
and
day
then
because I remember
and then
Panda making a video out of it, and
right.
I remember.
But look at it
Yeah,
now, Augustine. Look at it now. It's like
yeah.
what, a couple hundred.
$100
So
a day is what I saw last
yeah,
month
so
in the
so that
KSPs.
that that's a dramatic decrease,
A
and
day.
that was because more hardware came online, network cache and difficulty. But that's all variables you, the end user, need to look into before you make a purchase. And the first thing you should do is exactly what Endless Mining said, which is what is the customer support like for that product that you're looking to invest this thousands of dollars into.
I think it's also another thing to look into is the risk reward that you're going into, because this is not Caspa is not Bitcoin, and some people don't understand this. Is that it's in my opinion, it's actually pretty stupid to think this way, that any other cryptocurrency is going to be the same as Bitcoin. It's not. You really have to do your research on the kind of coins that you're buying, and you really have to know what are you getting into. What coin are you mining? What's the code behind that coin? Did you read the white paper? Did you read what kind of developing team they have? Did you read how the coin works? Because it's this is what I'm saying. Some people don't understand this. They think that just because right now that miner is making $100 a day, it's going to keep going forever. But it's
Right.
not. Let me take that back. I don't know if it is or not. Tomorrow it could be 1,000. Tomorrow it could be 0. Same thing for Bitcoin. But Bitcoin, on the other hand, you have Visa, you have MasterCard, you have so many big institutions coming into this. BlackRock now with the ETF. Oh my God.
Okay.
You're talking about a completely different coin. And I really do think that you should measure your risk reward. I think Caspa is going to be a higher risk, possibly higher reward, but that's going to be up to the buyer. And this is not financial advice. Thank you for listening.
Okay. Okay, so here's what I think. Okay. Uh my answer for that question is I don't recommend any Casper minus. Yeah, yeah. But
Straight to
with
the
that
point.
concern that you raised, Augustine, you said they didn't study enough about what that coin is. Uh, I don't think they need to worry that much, because if Bitmain makes a machine, they did enough homework. Yeah,
Nah, but
they knew it.
they're not
Yeah.
here to they're not here to I'm sorry, Charlie, but I have to disagree with you because they're here to make money. They're in
They're
business
here to make
to
money,
sell miners
but
that are making money,
so
and
here is what I heard from Gocho. I asked them, hey,
okay,
why don't you guys make some Casper miners?
okay.
So their answer is that, oh, we saw Bitmain is already doing that. Yeah. So, and after those research, they decide not to do it. But anyway, we don't have anything for Go Show anymore. Go the Show is out of the table. Yeah. But I mean, Bitmain wants to make money, but I still honor them as a pioneer and leader in crypto mining. They definitely do their homework. And in the comment section, there's Lazatara. Lazotara. He asked about what is this about this new miner Bitmain announced with a new shitcoin. So the new shitcoin is Aleo, right? ALEO. Is it? How do you pronounce it? Aleo. Is it Aleo? Yeah, they,
I
they
haven't
did
heard of it.
pronounce. Yeah, they did pronounce a new machine.
What
Bitmain
is the name of
company.
the machine?
Yeah,
I
let
don't
me
even know the name
see.
of the machine.
Oh, maybe not the name of the machine, but they just announced their plan. Their plan, like
Okay,
they
so
they
it's
want
a
to.
plan to create a new
Yeah,
ASIC to mine some new shitcoin. Got it.
yeah, new shitcoin. So when they say something like that, it's because they did some homework. Yeah, and actually, I heard about the coin Aleo many months ago from the Blue Miner guy. I did a video on Blue Miner. So the Blue Miner guy made a miner a little bit equipped with hydro cooling, right? So he's definitely a pioneer as well. Yeah. So he told me about Aleo, and he gave me some other names, and one of them is Aleo, and obviously he's mining them with some other like GPUs maybe or hard drive. I don't know, but some less known coins. So it take us 1 year to see uh see that reflected from Bitmain. So somebody that I knew, he says, "Oh, you asked me about some secret? You asked me about some like secret to making more money? I tell you about Aleo. That's it. That's what he told me. Like some examples, yeah. And today Bitmain is making uh is planning to make this new machine. So I do trust the Bitmain. I know they are capitalists. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
but to keep making money, you cannot just screw people forever. Yeah, I I do
I
I
don't
do
know.
res- I still respect this company. Yeah,
I don't know. There's been some pyramid schemes that have been screwing people around forever. They've been still around. So real quick, I just wanted to clarify something. Charlie has more trust in Bitmain. I actually have more trust in Bitmain, but I think Endless Mining or Augustine was talking more about Ice River, right? So Ice River and Bitmain both sell to Caspa miners, right? And he's talking about verifying the customer support. Is there support on the back end in case something goes wrong with your Ice River miner and stuff like that? Where Bitmain support staff probably is a lot more robust. Ice River is probably not as adequate, but they're not one and the same. They might be able to get the chips. I mean, I don't know if Bitmain's making the chips or the actual production of these units, and then Ice River's just reselling because Ice River was first on the scene, and then Bitmain started popping off. So I'm not sure which one's which, but don't get the two confused. Bitmain's the big
yeah.
ASIC manufacturer and provider. They have a little bit more rapport, reputation, and customer support than Ice River. They're not the same company.
Okay, okay, okay. Although we're saying that the Ice River may have a weaker support in terms of service or repair, but Augustine, for you probably have sold many Casper miners for Ice River, right?
No,
Have
actually,
you didn't sell many Casper miners?
eh, let me check. But I want to be
That's all you.
completely honest with you.
That's all you, Charlie. You're the Casper King.
No, 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 I don't want to sell Casper, but just people just like to buy this miner, and I don't. I used to like selling the Ghost Shell because it's business, but right now thinking back, I don't like that. Right now, I'm more cautious. When I first heard about Ass River Company, I didn't want to make any comment. I didn't want to promote anything. I didn't want to say, "Hey, I discovered a new miner." Today, I'm very cautious. Yeah. So with the Ice River, it's the same thing. I don't recommend any miner from Ice River. I don't recommend the Casper miner's idea as a whole. Yeah. But so far, it seems that there's no complaint for the quality. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Uh,
You guys might have to be careful. You're stepping on Casper a lot. The Caspians are gonna come after y'all. I don't know. Anytime I talk bad about Casper, I would never hear the end of it. But it's not the next Bitcoin, as many people want to claim it. It is not the next Bitcoin. It's not a Bitcoin competitor. It's not a contender to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is king. The rest are
I
all
agree with
altcoins.
you. I agree with you. Yeah. Yeah. I don't recommend it, but people like it. Like
Yeah, they do,
even
and there's nothing wrong with that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do what makes you
I
happy.
had very bad quality issues with Ice River.
It really
Yeah.
depends on it really depends on the people.
Yeah. So
What do the
Tommy,
people want?
what is your model? Tommy, what is your model? Support eventually came through. Okay, maybe my clients just don't want to trouble me. They they just go to Ice River like Tommy. Oh, Seb Champs, thank you for your support. And uh,
I can't see the live chat because I'm on my mobile phone. And for everybody that's in the live chat, I just want to say what's up and thanks for supporting
yeah,
Charlie and
thank you very
everybody.
much,
We got
Vegas.
23
Thank you
people
very
watching
much.
you, Charlie, on your first ever live
Oh,
stream.
it's because of you and Vigor. It's-
Hell yeah! Get a round of applause
oh
for
yeah,
that. A round of applause. Oh yes. Oh yes.
yeah. Thank you,
Hey,
guys.
Amazing.
just keep doing it, man. Just keep doing it. You're very philosophical. I hear your words sometimes in your videos, and you get very philosophical, and I think you got some inspirational moments there. So you just got to keep live streaming, man. It's a grind, but you know you're good peoples. I met Charlie and Augustine for the first time in person at Mind Disrupt 2023. I look forward to 2024. I am working on getting back there. But like you got to meet the people to really identify if they're when you feel good around people, like you can tell if they're bad peoples or good people. That's what I'm trying to say. And when I was around Charlie and Endless, it was just nothing but fun, good times, good vibes is all I got. So it's always good to catch up and speak with others who are like minded.
I separate. You're bringing up a really good point, and I think if you start analyzing what you just said, we're setting the industry standard by setting a good example. And there's people out there there's so many scammers out there, man. I tell you, there's so many scammers. I we've seen it left and right. Okay, and the good people are the people that we want in the industry, and the good people are the ones who are setting the industry standard. We're showing people how to do business properly. We're showing people how to, on your end, sir, but you're only a YouTuber, right? You're not supplying ASICs, right?
Correct. I am not a vendor
Yeah,
or supplier. I just help people. I just connect people.
exciting. Well, on your end, you're setting the industry standard for how to properly do it, good connections. On our end, we're making sure that clients are getting miners, and we're actually making sure we're not sending boxes of bricks. So it, I think what we're doing right now, everybody who's selling in the industry, every single one of us, no matter what competitor, no matter who they are, uh, I think we're setting a good example for the coming future. We're showing that the crypto industry is an industry that's here to stay and it's not here to go. And we're showing everybody outside of this industry, hey, look, we actually have businesses set up. We actually have people who are working on this 24/7, 365, and that's what we dedicate our lives to. And I think that's what we need. We need more of this. So Charlie, it goes hand in hand with what Serpent was just telling you right now. Keep on grinding, keep on posting videos, keep on doing this because this is
Yeah,
what the industry
thank you.
needs. We need more of this. We need more of this engagement. We need more of this community. We need to be strong so that the next time that any of this, any of these people that I don't want to mention any FTX people, but but the next time that any FTX companies come out, and they do what they do, well, it's strong enough that we know that that's not the kind of that's not the kind of people we want to be. That's not the kind of trash we want to be showing. And I saw Tommy T. A lot of trash got wasted out in the bear market. It's true. All of the people that are trash, they're starting to come out. They're starting to they can't hide for too long. That's the lies have short legs, is how we say it.
Yeah,
Yeah, thank you very much, Vigor, for your kind words. Yeah, support. Yeah, I
no problem,
definitely
bud.
need to churn out more videos, and I want to do more lives. Yeah, and today is maybe a good beginning. Yeah, Agustin helped me in the beginning, to be honest. Yeah, and Vega came. Yeah, yeah. Shortly after that. Thank you both. Yeah,
At your service, Charlie. We're here for
Thank you,
it.
thank you, thank you. Let me see. Uh, what
I
are the
think you
top?
wanted to talk about maybe immersion and
Oh,
hydro.
mm, okay. For the L7, I forgot to talk about it. So, Augustine, you talk about it. You talk about on the demand side and Serpent X too, right? You both of you are saying, oh, L7 remains so profitable, right?
Yeah.
Even after the halving, it looks like it's still exciting. It's more exciting than the S19s and all of that.
Yes.
So because I'm in China, so I'm more focused on the supply side, So what I know is that it's because of the bitmain company, uh, they didn't decrease the price.
Mm.
Every time in the past, every time when there is some big dip in the L7's price, it's because the bitmain adjusted the price. Even when the distributors procure the miners at a higher price, the bitmain companies kept dropping the price until after the halving. The bitmain didn't drop the price more. Yeah, that's why the price has remained so stable. Uh, but the fact may be changing very soon. Yeah, because what I heard is that it seems that Bitmain is churning out more deliveries for the L7s. Yeah, so more people will have this miner. Yeah, maybe we will see a little bit of a decrease. Yeah, yeah. But
So
but I don't know.
supply and demand, right?
Yeah, the supply
Because
and
Bitmain
demand.
has a
Yeah,
larger supply,
yeah.
and the demand has stayed level, if not just consistent, then there's no reason for them to raise the price. Now, if the supply was low and the demand was high, like say for example a limited edition, you know, Doge miner or whatever, then the price will be exorbitantly higher.
Yeah, yeah. So I just try to cover on the supply side. Yeah. Hopefully it will become better price. Yeah. So thank you, Tommy. And I think yeah, Tommy said he appreciated my videos. Yeah. Especially since I provide a different perspective than the US Canada based content makers. It's my pleasure,
Indeed.
it's my honor. It's a life changing experience to make videos for me. Yeah. And Tommy, thank you for bringing up the topic for the Casper miners quality issues. I will ask my distributor about the same topic. On my side, so far so good. Yeah, I didn't receive almost zero complaints. From my clients. Yeah,
You
yeah.
definitely bring a unique flair to the community, and you can speak to users differently than the way I can, or the way Endless can, or Red Panda. So we all bring unique aspects and flares to the community, and it's just about mixing it up and talking with one another, sharing data with one another, and working together. That's really what the crypto community used to be like. More or less, it's the crypto mining community, because the crypto community at large became a bunch of degens, DeFi, Web3 punks. But that's what they love to do. That's not my cup of tea. But you specifically speak to a certain viewer or user, and that's why that comment is very important to you, because I can't speak to them the way you can. So you got to keep doing your videos. And I know you're busy. Both
Thank
of
you,
y'all are
thank you,
busy. You're both hustling. So I know content may not be a priority, but if you got the opportunity to, maybe you can record your adventure or share some insight, because you guys got some unique insights from the distribution, manufacturing standpoint that I wouldn't bring. Please bring that to the community. They'll
thank
appreciate it.
you,
I'm
thank
telling
you,
you.
thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I just bought I placed an order for a new camera. Yeah, I think I will use that. Yeah, if when I go
What
out.
you get? What
Well,
camera
it's
you get?
actually it's a very I like the small camera. It's DJI Pocket 3. I actually did
Okay.
most of the factory tour videos using just a very small camera,
Yeah.
DJI Pocket 2, and this time they're bringing out the new model, Pocket 3. Yeah, so I I I just purchased it. I ordered it like without hesitation, like immediately as soon as I knew it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was walking around with the Sony ZV-1. You saw me at the show with it. It's actually I recommended it to a lot of the content creators that we know in the space,
Oh,
and it kind
ZV.
of took off. Yeah, the
Mm.
Sony Z. So Z is in Z or zebra,
Mm.
V as in
Mm.
Victor, the number one. But
Mm.
it's a 4K camera. It's
This one right
mirrorless.
here.
Yeah, it's an easy camera to walk around with and record content. And I use it. I have a stand right next to my computer where I mount it. Yep, got the screen and everything, and you
Mm.
can rotate
Oh,
that screen. Yep.
what's the name? ZV5.
No, this well, that's a new one. The Sony ZV-1, the number one, Uno.
Okay. ZV1.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
And
Thank you.
the price should have gone down on it, but yeah, I mean the no DJI is good. It's really slim. You could get
Yeah, just like
hobby.
the small ones. Yeah.
Yeah, Hobbyist got the wide angle lens, so he gets some really good shots on it as well. But
Hobbyist.
whatever floats your boat. It doesn't matter. You don't need to have the best camera if you want to get into content
Okay.
creation, not just in
Exactly.
crypto. Boom,
Most
you
of
can use your
my
camera phone.
yeah, most of my most viewed videos were made by using that simple camera. Anyway, should we talk about immersion cooling and hydro cooling? Yeah. What's your take, Augustine? Did you sell a lot of hydro miners?
I actually, quick question, Charlie. I was not a big fan of a hydro cooling, and the reason why I wasn't a big fan of it is because I didn't really believe it was going to sell well. I believed it was going to sell well for the big people who really, really were diehard fans of Bitcoin. But one day I decided, you know what? I'm going to give it a shot, and I'm going to post them up on my Facebook, on my Facebook, on my Amazon, and on our eBay store. And come to find out, it is one of the most sold miners that we have right now in our eBay store. The S19, the Hydro, I think it's the 151 terahash model. There are so many people who are buying that miner. I don't personally have any Hydro units myself. I don't have any hydro cooled or water cooled units myself. Neither of those. But I will say a lot of people like them. A lot of people are reaching out for them, and I think that's my take on them. Yeah. What about you?
Hmm.
What about you
What
guys?
about you? Yeah. So, Viga, yeah, and you have immersion. Yeah.
Yeah, I just have immersion. I don't have any hydro units. I did see all the different hydro units and the giant radiators that can cool like AIOs, right? So what I mean by AIOs, all in ones, kind of like what you
Yeah.
would use for your computer, but instead of a 360 rad, it's about the size of a 27-inch LCD screen, dual core radiator, and it just flows, and it keeps one ASIC nice and cool. So that's a small at-home solution, but for the larger operations, obviously they're going to be using something a lot bigger for hydro and probably park next to Niagara Falls and using the water. But for me, it's all immersion, and I'm going to stick with it because I'm in Florida. I'm in so what's Florida is the one of the more southern states in the United States. If anybody's not familiar that's watching, Texas, Arizona, South California, Mexico, and Florida get really really hot. Florida gets really really humid and hot. So hydro cooling would work, but I need the most efficient way to absorb that heat and disperse that heat for my household. So immersion is the way I'm going, and eventually I need to get this thing set up. So this is a C2. You can see how big the dry cooler is. The dry cooler is freaking long. This is a fog hashing unit. There are some other emerging dry coolers out there that are a lot smaller. You don't have to get one as big as that. But for my setup and fog hashing just being nice enough to work with me, I got the C2, which is the upgrade from the one we saw earlier in the video, and I'm just gonna expand even further. But I think that's gonna be about it. I'm gonna stick to two ASICs at the house. The rest are either gonna be hosted or held somewhere else, not at my house, because my wife is gonna kill me. I got too much stuff, man. I got too much stuff all over the place. Like, come on. My wife's
You're
already
gonna get
wanting to kill
kicked.
me.
There's a Charlie. There's a comment here Um,
Yeah.
from CYM Media. Shout out to CYM Media. He's actually a client of mine, a friend of mine, and a neighbor of mine who I
I
actually met through
see.
the crypto mining community. It's incredible. We met, he placed an order, I think, on our eBay store. And the same way I told you I went today to see a client, it was the same way I was like, hey, you're actually my neighbor. Let me just go walk down the street and say hi. But he made a comment that he thinks that there needs to be a better way for mid-level people who are doing who doing have okay, there's a bit of a misspell over there, but he's basically saying that there needs to be a way for a typical average Joes to do immersion cooling at their homes without probably having to spend the entire budget on the immersion system itself. And that's another topic that Tommy T was actually asking in the chat if endless mining is ever going to do hydro mining or immersion cooling. And right now, it's in plans to eventually offer that, but the cost of doing it, it's just too high for the reward that we're getting for the actual um, for the ROI that we're seeing on the numbers right now for these systems. It was way too high compared to air cooled. Now, Serpent, you're saying you say you're in Florida, completely different ballgame over there. If you can't run the miners, it's better than nothing. But
Right.
if we can run the miners right now in Washington State, in New York, in Canada, you know, we're at the time being, and luckily we saw the S21 coming out at 200 terahash. We can still probably mine with air cooled, but that's another big topic right there, Charlie. Is will it ever become so unprofitable, or will miners ever become so inefficient or not efficient enough that we can't air cool them anymore? See, we got Serpent showing us the electric coolant right there. Will we ever need to move into hydro cooling at a time? But really, it's not hydro cooling. Really, immersion cooling is, I think, is more of the way to go. I wasn't a big fan of the actual hydro units that Bitmain pumped out. I really don't like the idea of them actually being cooled with
Okay.
water itself. But yeah, that should be that's my answer right there. Sorry, I rambled way too much, Charlie.
Oh, no, 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 no problem. Yeah. Shout out to your neighbor.
It's a great guy.
CYM Media. Yeah.
CYM Media, yeah.
See, but that's cool because he found you. He ordered something from you, and you realized he was right down the road, and you caught up with him. Is that what happened?
That's exactly what happened. It's he's actually a great friend of mine now. His name is Scott Selman. He's the owner of CYM Media, and he actually sponsored us when we went to Mining Disrupt. He helped us out
Wow.
with all the camera equipment, with everything. Yeah, he's a great guy. He's helped us a lot recently. Honestly, with this whole entire setup that we have right here, he's helped us out a lot with the camera selection. Serpent, you said you selected the ZV1 for to go there to Mining Disrupt. Scott was the one who told me to buy that camera, and I bought it. I bought it that same day that I went there. So yeah, he's a great guy. Shout out to him.
It's a good
Can you
little
guys?
camera.
Yeah. Oh, can you guys still hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, we can still hear you.
Okay.
Why?
Somehow it looks my internet is disconnected, but
No, you're
you
still
can
here.
still
You're
hear
still
me.
here.
We can still
That,
hear.
that,
Oh,
that.
now he's freezing up. Oh, there he is. Okay.
All right, let me see the live.
So
Yeah, we're still live.
going back to the problem with the immersion, and Charlie, you are still moving. I can still see you.
Oh,
Oh,
we
there you
lost
go.
Charlie. Oh, what a
No.
bummer.
No problem.
Yeah, there he
Maybe I
is.
will
There he
come
is.
back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there we
You're
go. He's
you're,
back.
you're back.
Mm.
So if you're looking for a small unit, like a single ASIC unit, the C1's okay, but you are right. The prices of these units kind of make you think twice. It's like, okay, well, why am I going to spend, 800? So let's say anywhere between $650 to $1,200 for one to be able to cool one ASIC, when you can spend 12 to 1400 to cool two ASIC. So it's kind of a catch-22. Now I do have um, coupons for $50 off of the fog hashing unit that I offered to people, but nobody ever hit me up. So if anybody's interested and they're wanting to try it, let me know. I just give you the coupon and you just check it out and do whatever. But this is how I started. But there's cheaper ways to do it, like DIY, right? There's some work you need to do because you need pumps that can handle what's called biodiesel. right? You can't just get a normal, pump that you might use for an aquarium. It's got to be able to handle hot oil, right? That's what the immersion liquid is, hot oil. It's got to be certain types of hoses. It's got to be a certain grade, because if you just use a regular like vacuum hose off of your car, or maybe a radiator hose off of your car, it may not be able to handle the pressure, the heat, and the degradation of the oil, because that oil will make your cables hard. So my power cable is rock hard and it's locked in that U shape. The Ethernet cable, same thing. It's looped in an S. It's rock hard. So
Wow.
if I have to move it, it will break. So when I upgrade, it's going to be all new cables and all new power cables, because the immersion liquid will do that to your stuff. And on top of that, what you just saw earlier, while Augustine was talking, this is $200 for 5 gallons. But this is the best liquid out there, in my personal opinion. I know Fog Hashing and a number of others offer liquid, but $500 for just one of these, and there's two more right below it. So that's literally $800 just in liquid. Not that that's not all in the C1. You could probably fill the C1 with 1.5. So 5 plus, let's say 7 gallons, 7.25 gallons. So two 5 gallon barrels will get you by, but with the C2, you need four. So that's $800 there, plus the C2 unit. So it is a pretty penny. Hydro cooling with the smaller AIOs that we saw at Mind Disrupt, which are again the size of a 27-inch LCD screen, is a little bit more budget conscious. But you just got to pick your poison, see what works for you, and obviously take into account your conditions, right? If you're in Canada, maybe hydro cooling is much better than immersion cooling. Whereas if you're in Saudi Arabia or the desert, immersion
Oh,
cooling might be better
yeah.
than hydro cooling.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I heard from a distributor. I asked him his view on immersion cooling versus hydro cooling. He says immersion cooling would be very good for Middle East because the oil there is cheaper.
That's true. That's true.
Well, it sounds like a joke, but I think it's true. Yeah, and with America, people say the water, especially in Texas, they say the water quality is an issue. Yeah,
Hmm.
so
If
hydro
you have
can.
hard water, you get a lot of minerals in the water, right? And
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah, yeah,
minerals
yeah.
get stuck in the fin stack as it's going through the radiator, eventually clogging it up.
Mm,
So there's a number of different DIY guides out there, I believe, that say like what kind of water you want to run, and do you want to put a little. So it's almost like water cooling your CPU or your a custom loop, right? People used to put
mm,
silver in their reservoirs because the silver would destroy the algae or prevent the algae from building up. Kind of the same thing. There's different tricks to help keep your hydro system from having all those minerals and then eventually clogging up. Immersion cooling, if I have a leak, which I have had, you're wasting money because that stuff is not. It's
mm.
$200 from 5 gallons from engineered
Yeah,
fluids. So when I had a leak, I needed to fix it quick because all I was doing was losing money. Even though it was
yeah,
cents, that cents adds up over days.
yeah, yeah. So here I want to give a shout out to Fog Hashing. Oh, Serpent, are you muted? Mm.
No, I muted myself. All I did was this.
Okay,
You
okay.
said, "What's up to
I see, I
podcasting?" All
see.
I did was throw up a piece. You're good.
Okay, yes. So I think Augustine said your client CYM said uh, we need more hardware, more machines that help the mid guys, right? The small guys to do mining. Is that what you said?
Yep.
Yeah. So I think forecasting exactly uh, lives that hope because I talked to the chief, I don't know, strategist officer, strategy officer of forecasting. I met him in Silicon Valley. I went to Silicon Valley in California. Yeah. So I met with all the team of forecasting. I met more people than themselves. Yeah. Their American team and their Chinese team have never met with each other, but I met everybody with forecasting. So forecasting, their concept is to facilitate decentralized mining. It's a concept, but when you make this small uh, immersion cooling boxes, it's really helping small guys like everybody. or like DJ Mine says, little teamies, or to do immersion cooling, because immersion cooling is used to be only done those by those big guys. So for you
Right.
guys, small is good. I mean, for those big containers, I don't know if fog hashing is the best option or not.
Yeah.
But for the small immersion cooling tanks, fog hashing is the way to go. And
No, you
yeah,
got for the large containers, you got Henrai and Malisu.
yeah. Maybe because I actually got a container shipped to a client in Texas, and the client chose the Mali's immersion cooling solution over the fog hashing solution, because fog hashing was trying to use a single loop. In
Hmm.
China, we say single loop, or as you said, AIO, all in one, right?
Hmm.
But for that application, for that like 48 watts miners, uh, my my immersion cooling supplier, actually they both are in my immersion cooling suppliers. If my clients wants any of them, all right. But the client chose the one from China, yeah, because we finally gave him two loop. We gave him the hydro solution together with the, oh, not hydro, dry cooler, and the
The
immersion
container.
cooling. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're empowering this client. Yeah, we're worried if single loop is not enough. Yeah, but going back to that, for normal people to do immersion cooling, fog hashing is good. Yeah, and Serpentex, they and some other YouTubers, they may have some coupon code for you guys if you want to, take a look. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hit up Charlie if you're interested. But I've been sitting on these coupon codes, so I'm willing to give them away if anybody wants $50 off or whatever. But there's fog hashing, there's DCX, and isn't there a Big Spit? Yeah, I think Big Spit offers one too. But just look and see what's best for you. It's the same thing with, should I buy this ASIC or should I buy this ASIC? How's the customer support? If I needed help, would I be able to call somebody? Is the pricing right for you? Do you need to go immersion or do you need to go hydro? Where are you located? There's so many different variables, um, that really it just takes different data sets. So you watch a video from Serpent, you watch a video from Red Panda. Tech Hustler's coming up, has his C2, I think, and I'm not sure if he's got it set up. Bosscoin released some immersion cooling. Just look at the different videos, listen, and make your own comparison. Make your own thoughts and decisions. Don't let us make
yeah,
it for you. Make your own thoughts and decisions based upon your setup, your setting, and your budget.
yeah, and immersion cooling is good too because it can heat your room. Yeah, my client, who is mining in Texas, he's actually based in Colorado. I went to Colorado too, so and I saw his forecasting little immersion cooling tanks, and he says those immersion cooling tanks are offering of supplying the heat during the whole winter. It's
Hmm.
helping a lot. He doesn't need any of those ACs, and that's really incredible. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm the same way. When winter comes, I don't have to heat. I don't have to heat my house. I just literally crack the back window and let the machines circulate the heat, and it just all mixes well. But during the summer, that's where I get my butt kicked by electricity because I have to run the AC because not all units are inside, but a portion of them are inside. That's why I have the grow tent back there to get the heat out. You can see the vent. But this is small scale. I'm small price, right? Endless mining, Charlie Lynn, they're talking big scale, right? Large scale
yeah.
to mid scale to large scale operations. I'm the at home guy. I just talk to mid scale and large scale operations. I'm friends with them. That's all.
Mm.
Yeah. And if you're
My
somebody
phone.
out there who, oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say my phone's gonna die, but go ahead and say what you're gonna say. I think I might drop off a little bit early, Charlie, because my phone's gonna
Sure,
die. I'm
sure,
at ten
sure.
percent. But go ahead, Augustine.
I was just gonna say, if you're a small guy, little Timmy out there listening to this right now, and you know, I'm going based off a comment that I saw. Like, what's the incentive for the small guys to continue mining when in reality you got all these big whales going at it? Well, the nice thing about it is that it's like Serbian was saying, it's up to you to decide, make your own decisions, and what do you believe in? What do you truly believe in that's going to be the future? Do you really believe, like, look at Bitcoin? Do you think a Bitcoin of 25,000 is cheap or expensive? That's the question you should be asking yourself. If it's cheap, well, get into it. If it's expensive, don't. You know, and no financial advice, but that's my opinion on it. I really think that you need to do your own research and figure out if this is something that you want to get into. Just look at it as an investment. Just look at it as another market that you're getting into, just like real estate, just like stocks, just like gold, just like any other investment that you're getting into. Don't treat this as your one and only. Try to treat it as something that you dabble on it. If you're not 100% into it, just throw $100 at Bitcoin. Throw $100 here and there. Buy an S19. You can buy an S19 right now for $1,000. You can buy maybe a used one for 800, $700. So give it a shot. Try it out. Mine with your GPUs at home. Try ETC mining at home. Try it out. It's not something that you need to go all into either. So yeah, that would be my 2 cents on what you said, Serpent.
I agree. I mean, not all the big guys, the whales, the large scale operations are not into every single digital asset out there. Yes, you can start small. You can start with your CPU. I know a lot of people are look at CPU mining like, what am I going to do with that? You can start with your CPU, and you can start accumulating assets and altcoins, and then you can grow to a GPU and your CPU. Then you can grow to 2 GPUs, and that's really how it starts. That's how it started for me back in the day.
Yeah.
So start off small, see if you like it. Obviously, you want to be mining projects you believe in. That's why, Augustine was saying, read the white paper and look into the project. How's the dev team? Different things that would help you define whether or not you want to support this project. And that's really what it is we're all supporting the network. We're helping secure the network. And that aspect of it is what intrigues me. That group participation, just the community meeting that we're having right now, it's things that
Yeah.
drive me towards crypto. So, but get involved, be a part of it, join us, and come join us for the ride. But I'm gonna get out of here. You guys keep hanging out
Yes.
with Charlie and Endless Mining. I hope to talk to you guys again. Endless, I am looking for either an S19K or an M50, but I'll talk to you offline about that. Charlie, I sent you the same thing, but again, I will talk to you both later about that. You just enjoy it. Keep coming back to Charlie Lynn's channel. Make sure to like and subscribe. Great individual, huge insight, and Endless. I love what you're doing, man. The energy you bring is outstanding. You all have a wonderful day. I'll catch you later on.
Thank you for joining. See you later,
Thank you
Serpent.
so much, Vega.
No
Thank you.
problem. Thank you for having me. Bye.
Have a good night. Mm.
And Charlie, one point that I wanted to make as well, if you don't mind, um, if
Sure.
you are a big Timmy out there, right? Because we gave out the chance, we gave out the little Timmy.
Mm.
Shout out to DJ Mines, by the way. 22's on
Oh,
the chat if there's
did you
any.
mess little Timmy?
Yeah, yeah, that's what he says all the time. So 22's on the chat if there's any DJ Mines fans out there. But we gave out the little Timmy side of things. This is what you can do if you're out there, small money. But what if you're big Timmy? What if you're big Timmy and you got some big balls and you got some big money behind you and you don't know anything about crypto? Well, that's when you can find somebody to advise you on. And no financial advice, but reach out to somebody like Charlie, somebody who's honest and who's going to tell you what to do. You can also reach out. There's people out there, Red Panda Mining, DJ Mines. They offer a service where you can pay them per hour to talk to them. You reach out. I think redpandamining.com is their website. Then it's DJ Mines. I forgot what his website is, but you can check it out on his Twitter. Charlie, do you offer that service to give advice to people? Is that something that you offer?
I offer it for free.
Or yeah.
Okay, anything. Anyway, here's my response to the question. Like everyone is chasing this one Bitcoin, right? Yeah. So here's what I think. Okay, although I'm selling the miners, but I don't give financial advice to sell a miner or like get people to mine. But I do give one financial advice: buy one Bitcoin at least. You know, you don't have to do mining, you don't have to do anything, you don't have to invest in any other coins, but at least you need to have one Bitcoin. That's it. Don't think at all. Just buy one Bitcoin and secure your keys. Yeah, and you will be safe. At least you have one Bitcoin instead of buying many miners to chase one coin, which is a lot of effort. If you want to Be secure. Just buy one coin first. That's it. And after that, you can do whatever you want. Yeah, yeah. But keep that one Bitcoin. Yeah, that's what I think. And this is a financial advice. I don't give other and the financial advice, but please have one Bitcoin. Yeah, I truly believe it. I truly believe it.
Greatest financial advisors, Blue Moon Mining is saying right here.
Uh, and sorry guys, I cannot give any text messages right now on here because right now it says my internet is having issues. But great that you guys can still hear me and can see me. Yeah, I cannot give any text messages here right now. Yeah.
Way too fast for ya is another YouTuber, and he's commenting right now. I feel like if you're poor, trying to get rich, you mine and buy. But if you're already rich, you just buy. Interesting perspective for sure. Very interesting.
No, no, no. I'm not saying if you're rich. I personally hesitated a lot before I buy the full coin. Yeah, but after some time, I just thought it through. Let me just have at least one Bitcoin first. Yeah, then I stacked from there. Yeah, and then you buy more. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but he was saying he was just giving us a small laugh. He was just saying like if you're poor, you're trying to get rich, you mine and you buy. You get whatever you do whatever you can to get more coins. But if you're already rich, well, you're just buying the coin and that's it. You leave it there. Um, but there's many differences though, Charlie, between mining and just buying the coin. There's many calculations that you can do and actually figure out if buying or mining makes more sense because there's more considerations on the mining side. There's many more considerations on the mining
Okay.
side.
Here is one opinion or like one thought I hear from a distributor. It's right yesterday. Okay, right now it's morning in China.
Yeah.
Right yesterday, I talked to a distributor. I asked her. I said, "Hey, are you doing mining?" And she says yes. And she says she has some uh L7s and S19s. And she says the reason why she's doing mining and she feels very happy about getting some income daily basis. Yeah, which is positive. Positive income. It's not negative. He's still making money. She's still making money every day, and according to some other people that I met here in China that do the mining, it's because that is one of the best ways to keep hodling the coins. When you buy some coins, it's difficult to keep the coins, but when you do mining, it's easier. Like people like they feel like the coins are their babies. Like when you have the babies, you don't want to kill them. But when you buy the coins, it's like it's not made by you. It's you just buy it from other people. It's other people's babies. Yeah, yeah. But for me, I just think, okay, come on,
Other
whatever
people's
baby is
babies.
it, let's have one baby. Whether we buy it, we mine it. At least you need to have one Bitcoin. Yeah,
I
yeah.
love it. I love it, Charlie. But some people out there, it's pretty hard for them to get a whole Bitcoin. It's not too easy to get a whole entire Bitcoin. It's not it's
Mm,
easier said than done because a whole Bitcoin it's a considerable amount of
okay,
money.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Machete. Machete uh, commented, "You mind to get clean coins?" Yeah, thank you for your support. Yeah, what do you think about that? You mind to get clean coins, and we buy dirty coins?
You mind the clean coins, you buy the dirty ones. Oh my god.
No, no, no. I mean, what's your take? Like when you mine, you get the clean coins, but when you buy, not necessarily. Oh,
Well, in reality,
yeah.
you are if how does it work, Charlie? Let's see if we in reality you do have a different coin. The Bitcoin that you have on your wallet is different than the Bitcoin that other people have. It just like you don't. So it is true that the coins that you mine are different. The block rewards are assigned in a way that if you get it on your wallet and it hasn't touched anybody else's wallet, it's truly
Mm,
there. Like it's truly there in the
mm,
algorithm. Uh, Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's how it works. Because you could also think maybe it's just a pool, and everybody is like, okay, there's this pool, and everybody owns this much on the pool, and whenever you want to take it out, well, it comes out of the pool. But in reality, I think it's true what he's saying about you
Yeah,
mining
yeah, yeah,
coins, and
yeah,
they're your
yeah,
coins. They're not someone else's coins. But
yeah.
if you bought coins that have already been owned, well, you don't know whose wallets they touched.
Oh, TD says some people pay a premium for Virgin Bitcoin. Virgin Bitcoin, yeah. Mm.
Yeah, we are mining virgin coins. That's exactly what I was saying.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, and it's going to some
Yeah.
address that nobody else knows, right? Is it? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and I actually met with someone in Las Vegas. He's also my client. He bought some S19s from me,
Uh huh.
and he mentioned that some bitcoins, like some of the bitcoins you mine, are rare, are very rare. Yeah, and you can sell you. I don't know like which he sold, but it's like you can uh he can get some kind of like a lottery, like make a lot of more money just because of the coins that he got is more rare, and he actually used the money he got from the rare bitcoins to buy some more miners. I forgot what it was exactly. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like the coins, the bitcoins that you
Yep.
mine, yeah, yeah, are unique. Yeah, so you can go to a website. You can put in your wallet address, and it will show how rare your Bitcoin is. But he personally made money. I don't know how that really works, but that does say some benefit about mining. Yeah, instead of just buying the coins. Yeah, if I have one rare Bitcoin, I'll trade you.
I have one virgin Bitcoin right here. That's pretty rare. I'll trade it for your two Bitcoin that are dirty. I googled the Virgin coin over in coinmarketcap.com. A Virgin Bitcoin is a Bitcoin that has never been spent. This Bitcoin comes directly from a miner and has no transaction history. Virgin Bitcoins have been a topic of great discussion in the Bitcoin community, but are difficult to acquire in practice.
Solo mining. Mm.
Interesting, huh? Interesting. So tracking, because you can actually track where the coin has been. You can actually see exactly where that coin has, or whose wallets it touched. If you keep going back, um, so very interesting, very very interesting. I'll be honest, I haven't heard of the term Virgin Bitcoin before today.
Mm. And Mashida says it's because he was solo mining. Yeah.
Uh huh.
Okay, Augustine, you got anything else you want to say? Or
Yeah, I can talk for many more hours if you want me to, Charlie. It's up to you. I have some
okay.
topics, yeah, but if you, it's up to you, Charlie.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. If you have any topics, you can bring up. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on today when I went to go do that delivery, Charlie, that I was telling you about earlier in the stream? For anybody joining, we were speaking about it earlier. Um, I went to speak with this client, Nicolas, and Nick, he wanted to be called Nick. Nick, and he told me that he has an operation over in Paraguay. And he told me he's the one who had the 1500 L3 pluses. Okay, and it's a great way to see this because Paraguay. You hear it all the times, right, Charlie? I'm guessing you've heard it before for cheap electricity. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Mm.
Can you hear
Yeah.
me?
Paraguay,
Yeah.
Paraguay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. I just want to make sure. Maybe I was speaking about myself. But Paraguay has been a big topic of cheap electricity, 3-4 cent
Yeah.
electricity power, and recently he told me that the government has passed a bill where his electricity went up from 7.8 cents per kilowatt hour all the way to 5.8 cents per kilowatt hour. And we were talking, hey, would you rather pay 5.8 cents of per kilowatt hour here, there, over there in Paraguay, or pay 7 cents, 7.5 cents here in the United States? Now, why do I bring this up? I bring this up because I wanted to ask you, Charlie, what are you seeing with your clients? Well, are you seeing people who are moving overseas from the U.S. because of high electricity costs? Or what are you currently seeing in the market,
Okay.
and what do you
Okay.
think is gonna be there in the
Okay.
future?
Okay. So here's what I think. Uh, there's a book called Outliers, written by the Malcolm. Oh, is it Malcolm Gladwell? Yeah. So basically, it means to be successful, you need to have some unfair advantages. So I think it's the same thing when it comes to mining. Like moving some miners to Paraguay, where you have cheaper electricity, is like you're getting unfair advantage, right? But we also have to make sure the unfair advantage we're getting is reliable enough. It will stay unfair. It will stay strong. Yeah, I know there are many places like hosting sites in Russia, in Norway, in Northern Europe, in Paraguay, or even in Southeast Asia, like Malaysia or Indonesia. People are stealing electricity there. It's unfair advantage, but how reliable is that? So, of course, to move your hosting elsewhere where you gain the unfair advantages, makes sense.
Yeah.
But you, better make sure. Yeah. So far on my side, still 95% of them still sending the miners to US or Europe. I do have a few clients sending the miners to Paraguay, but very few. And he only asked me to send just a few units, and I don't know, how's it going later. Yeah, he's still in touch with me. He didn't say, "Oh, the site is down," but yeah, maybe everything is good right now. Yeah, yeah,
Got it. Got it. Got it. Well, it's a great topic of discussion. It's good to have the feedback that you actually don't. So you actually don't have that many people who are going over there, and it's almost the same thing with me. A lot of my clients are scared of it. A lot of my clients are scared of having to move their miners over to Africa, Paraguay, Argentina, Venezuela, Kazakhstan, and many countries
yeah.
where electricity is known to be uh, much with a much better price target. But the reason why I bring that topic as well is because I think there's going to come a time and place where maybe mining is not so like this. Let's say this scenario, Charlie. Let's say that Bitmain doesn't come up with a new chip that is efficient enough, right? Even though I know Bitmain is not the one who manufactures the chips, I know that. But let's say Bitmain doesn't acquire a chip that is efficient enough to mine Bitcoin, and it truly becomes to the point where Bitcoin is only profitable if you're at like 5 cents a kilowatt hour. Okay. What happens to everybody above that? They're mining at a loss forever. It's what happens at a moment, time, and place where mining is genuinely not profitable for all those people. Because if we keep adding to the network hash rate like we are right now, some people are not going to be profitable. All of the higher 10 cents, 9 cents, 8 cents, and so on, they're going to stop being profitable. And it's going to come a time where if we keep increasing like we are right now, it might not be a good business model for a lot of people who have a high electricity cost. So just food for thought of what's our plan of action, if mining is not profitable anymore. Do we have other countries we can trust? Do we have other facilities we can go to? You know?
Mm, I don't know if we have some reliable sites in Paraguay. Yeah, that would be good. Yeah, I personally don't have any. Yeah, but I think
We should
we're
just take a
already
trip.
seeing some hope. We're already seeing some hope. Just these few days, the Bitcoin has spiked to 35K. Yeah, we're already seeing hope. Yeah, so maybe the distributors are right. To mine may not be the best idea, but it's a good idea to for you to keep the coins. Yeah,
Yeah.
when you mine, you treasure your coins. Yeah, yeah. So it's a gamble. Mining is a gamble. Yeah, yeah. So I personally don't think mining is a brilliant idea. Yeah, yeah. My mentor, he's American. It's him who brought me to Bitcoin and Bitcoin mining. And he right now, in the past he used to be mining with GPUs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even today, but after the bear market,
Yes.
he of course he stopped mining. Yeah, he stopped mining maybe even earlier, but he told me mining is very bad. Yeah, yeah. So, but for mining lovers, Yeah, for those who like the spirit of mining, I think definitely you can keep mining. Yeah, because those people that made crazy money in the beginning were also those kind of people. Yeah, numerous people ask them to stop mining, tell them to never do that. Yeah,
Yeah, and you can
yeah.
see
I
some
mean,
comments in the chat right now. Oh,
it's a
sorry to
gamble. It's a
interrupt you.
gamble still. It's a gamble. Just like if you can afford the gamble, yeah. Okay, if you mine to heat your house or your pool or anything that needs heat, then it makes sense to mine at higher rates. Yeah, that's like buying AC.
I was
like
speaking about the worst case scenario. You know, worst case scenario is it becomes unprofitable, and what do we do at that point in time where we think that it's not going to come up for the next year? Let's say right after the halving, it's going to be the worst time I think for most of us. Where if Bitcoin doesn't double right away, which it probably won't double right away, what's going to be our plan of action? What's all of the people listening right now? What are you thinking you're going to do after the halving? Because the S19s that you're running right now, those things, if everything stays the same and Bitcoin halves, you're not going to be profitable. No matter at what cent per kilowatt hour you're at, unless you're stealing electricity. Hopefully you're not. But
oh,
it's going to be unprofitable unless you're at 3 5 cents. You know, it's almost unreachable for a lot of people. You know,
okay, I think in mining and in crypto currency investment, there is no if. There's no if. You cannot make any supposition. There's no if. You
fair enough.
cannot. You cannot
Fair enough.
imagine. You cannot imagine things. You can just keep. You all you have to do. All you can do is just to keep mining or keep investing more bitcoins. There's no if. You have to prepare for the worst. That's it. Yeah. I don't
Well,
know.
that's what I'm saying, Charlie. Right. So
Yeah.
I'm saying if, as in, okay, what are the options right there after Bitcoin halves? What are the options that we miners and all of our clients have uh, after the halving? Right. We can still mine. We can stop mining. We can heat up our homes. We can, it really depends on what the market does. And what I'm trying to get with this is, well, what's our plan of action in case of something happens? Because Charlie, get this too, if mining becomes unprofitable, you and I are a business. You and I will not be selling miners. You can see
Okay.
it right now. September was our slowest month at endless mining. We haven't had a slowest month more than September. Right now, October, it just picked up. Luckily, by the grace of God, we saw Bitcoin going up right now. It just picked up. We've gotten orders coming in. But still, we need to be able to prepare for this. We need to be able to, you know, see a way around it where the suppliers and the people who are demanding all of these products, the clients listening right now,
Okay.
or maybe
T-
suppliers too. But
Tell me what you think.
yeah, tell
Answer
me.
yourself. I'm you.
For me,
Yeah.
what do I think we should do to prepare?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a great question.
Oh, you raised it.
I know.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying,
yeah.
for me, for example, as a supplier of these miners, the way to prepare for it is really trying to keep the clients happy. How do we do that? Yesterday, when Bitcoin, was it yesterday or was it day before yesterday? Oh my god. Okay. Anyways, when Bitcoin just hit $35,000, you saw, Charlie. You saw the prices went up. Almost every reseller put their put their prices up. Okay. What we did at Endless Mining is we said we're going to put a halt to this price increase and we're going to eat up some of the losses. So what we did is for a whole entire day yesterday we didn't raise our prices. So any orders that came in yesterday, we kind of ate up because of the difference in price. You know what I mean? Our price went up, but we didn't raise it. So that's, I think, something that suppliers can do. On the other hand, people who are
Okay.
investing into this, yes, go ahead.
Here's what I think. It's
Yes,
because you have a safe price. Yeah, you have a safe price.
a
Yeah,
safe price.
yeah. It's you can do that because you already have a safe price. That's the same for me. If I don't have a safe price, I cannot do that. Yeah, a price that is safe to cover the increases in the market. Yeah, of course I have to eat up most of the changes. Yeah, and luckily I ordered fast enough. because I keep very small. I keep very small margin. Yeah.
Hmm.
So some of the prices are safer than the other ones, but most of them are not very safe. So I order them always very fast. And for my distributors too, they keep like very dangerous price because they make very little money. And I never blame them for bringing up the price, because if they eat up the differences, they're gonna lose money. Yeah. And the distributors who bought thousands of machines, they are also losing money, or they're just not making enough money, I mean, they used to make crazy amount of money, but these a few days, these few months,
Yeah,
or the entire year, it's not good. Yeah. So I can understand. I used to be very confused. I used to complain to them, like, why are you jacking up the price? But after getting involved in this business for so long, I understand everybody. Yeah, I understand their sentiment. And yeah, so if you have a safe price, then you can eat up the differences. That's what you can do.
yeah,
If you don't, then yeah, you cannot. Yeah.
yeah. I feel like
Um,
a lot of times, companies, they try to drive fear into clients, and they try to drive, like, oh my God, the stock is limited, and they put all of these things for clients to, they have that FOMO, that drives a little bit of sales sometimes. And I get it. Sometimes it's something that it's human nature for us to do. We want to take advantage of situations. Uh, but on our end as suppliers, I think what we need to do is really let people know uh, that we're not here to like, whenever I go inside a room, right, and people know that I'm with Endless Mining, I don't want them to think that I'm there to sell them something. It gives me a bad feeling when somebody thinks that I want to sell them. Like, I just want them to sell them something. I really like the idea of them thinking as me, as somebody, a friend, as somebody who they can talk to, and they just
Yeah.
know that I'm an expert on what I do. And I'm guessing it's the same way with you, Charlie, because everybody listening right now, you should know that Charlie and I, uh, we've worked before in the past, but we're not really, like, we're more friends than anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
more, we, like, we
Yeah.
talk with each other, we tell each other, what's happening in the industry, and we keep each other updated. And the same thing when we saw each other in Mining Disrupt. Neither of us were trying to sell each other anything. Neither of us were trying to neither of us were trying to convince each other that we were the best at anything or anything like that. And I think that's what people care about. I really do believe that people buy from people who, and I've said this before, people buy from people who they like. If they like you, they'll
Yeah.
buy
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
you,
Yeah.
even if your prices is a little bit more
Yeah.
expensive.
Yeah. Yeah. And
They'll know
and
that
I
they'll get it.
yeah, and I think your business is good because I know your price is slightly higher. Yeah, of course, higher than Chinese prices. All of the Chinese prices, maybe. But you do all offer value added service, like you take care of them. Like you take care of them when the machines go wrong. Yeah. Yeah. That's and yeah, that's value added. Yeah.
Exactly.
And you
Our if you see our prices, they're about 5 to 10% higher than what you see with, like, for example, everybody listening, shop with Charlie. Don't shop with us, please. Don't go to Charlie, because our prices are high. But the reason why they're higher, Charlie, is because
yeah, yeah,
we guarantee the deliveries. That's the nice thing about us, is that we genuinely do guarantee those deliveries. And so, like, for example, I don't know if you know this, Charlie, but we do put GPS devices inside of the
yeah, yeah.
of the
That's crazy.
I know. But you see,
Yeah,
it's costs that add up. Each chip, each. It's an air tag. We put air tags inside of the machines, especially when we know we're shipping it to somewhere we don't know, like a new country, or we know it's a big order, like 60 L7s, or 50 S19s. We'll like to take care of that, and that's
yeah,
the value added that you're talking about, Charlie.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
definitely, the best bang for your buck is gonna be what you believe is worth it for you. You know. But
Mm.
anyways, Charlie, please, I've talked enough. Go for it.
Okay, okay. Somebody, it's Ray Palm. Sell cheap to retail so they can compete with large companies. I agree to that. I agree to that. Yeah, that's why I do have a like a higher price than the distributors, of course. Yeah, but I just try to be sort of like way better than the European sellers, American sellers. Yeah. So I'm trying to strike a balance here. Yeah, that's it. So sell cheap to retail. Uh, yeah, definitely agree to that. Yeah. Mm, and I personally respect the distributors and the Chinese resellers. Why? Because sometimes you go to them, you buy one miner or 20 miners, it's the same price. Yeah, it's not because they're not offering better price for 20 miners than one miner. It's because they're offering the same price or similar price for one miner or 20 miners. Yeah, I think the distributors are already helping us a lot. Yeah, but the manufacturers we cannot we cannot do anything about them. Of course, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little more complicated with the manufacturers. Distributors, you can find resellers almost everywhere, but that's where you, Charlie, come in. That you speak Mandarin. I don't. You see, we need Charlies here in the world for us to know who we're buying from and make sure that they're actually legitimate people. Because otherwise, without you, we wouldn't be able to find all of these people that are buying miners from Bitmain and reselling them. It's very complicated to find honest people in this industry, and that's what we were talking about earlier. Setting the industry standard of we're not here to cheat, we're here to give you good service, and we're here to satisfy the customers, make sure they're happy, make sure they're getting what they're paying for, and not a box of bricks. Little Timmy doesn't want no box of bricks. So I agree with you,
Mm,
Charlie.
yeah.
It's a different relationship between manufacturers and distributors for sure.
Okay, okay. Regarding Vega's question, I think Vega asked us about what is the best or cheapest miner for 120 terahash, right?
Yes, well, the cheapest one is going to be the J model, but if
Yeah,
you buy the
yeah.
J model, it's going to be it's the joules per terahash. It's worse than with the K model.
Mm,
If anything, I would highly suggest you look into the K models. Those are poor little Timmy. Those are more efficient, um, and it's going to get you a better. It's going to get you
mm,
a better
yeah.
efficiency rating.
Yeah, it's better efficiency, but the price is higher. Yeah, you have to compare. Like if you like to pay that much more for just that a little bit of more efficiency.
Yeah,
Yeah, so distributors tell me there isn't so much difference because you can overclock both of these models. You can
yeah,
overclock them. So I do think we may there is some meaning in keep buying the J Pros, the the J Pros, J Pro Plus 120 terahash the because very few people are getting it, so there's less hype with it. The price is good, so it's a good
yeah,
opportunity. Yeah, with the
yeah,
K Pros, uh, it's getting less and less. I mean, in terms of supply, and the last delivery was finished like today. Like only very few people have it this miner now. Yeah, if you want to order the Kpros, the price has already come up. Yeah, even as compared with like yes last night. Yeah,
they just went up. Yeah, they just went up.
and it's
Yeah,
out of stock. Yeah, it's actually out of stock, and very few people have it, so they like to jack up the price. Yeah.
yeah, they went up
S19
about a
J
hundred
Pro
dollars each. Is what I'm
has
seeing
a
on my
low.
end.
Sorry, what did you say?
They went up about $100 each, and then on the 115 terahash, they went up about $40 each in price, approximately.
Okay,
Yeah,
S19K.
yeah, but
S19K doesn't. Okay, let's look at King Joe. Yeah, he says the S19K doesn't have a low power mode. Yeah, S9 S19J Pro has. Do you know that?
I did not know that. But I do know for sure. Like right now, we're testing right now with CYM Media. If you're out there, please let me know. But right now, we're testing out an S19J Pro versus an S19K Pro right side by side, and we've already been seeing that the power consumption on the J was much more significant than on the K model. So even if it has low power mode, I'm almost certain that no low power mode is gonna defeat the K. But we'll see. We'll see what the results are.
Mm. So
That's
I
for
like the
sure.
saying. Yeah, I like the saying in China.
Yes,
Uh, Adults don't make choices; they want everything. I don't know if you ever heard of that.
I've
If you
never
have a
heard of that. No,
if
I
you have a
haven't heard of
similar
it.
saying in America, but in China there's a kind of a joke, or yeah, like adults don't make choices; we want everything. Yeah, so
I
maybe
have
you
not
can get
heard of it.
maybe you can get both of them. Yeah, in case you regret. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, we can get both of them maybe. When will you have the S21 220 terahash available? Uh, from January to June, there will be deliveries coming out, but nobody is for sure. Nobody is sure about this, and we have two choices from January, February, March. The first quarter and the second quarter. So far, the first quarter seems to be already finished by the distributors. Yeah, and so there will be an option. So if you pre-order any S21, it's possible you will get it either in the first quarter or the second quarter, and you will pay different prices for these different months. So you can either buy like 100 or 30 machines, or you can just buy one, but pointed to different month at a different price. Yeah. Uh,
Charlie, can I
yeah,
ask you a
that's it.
question?
Yeah, sure.
The S21s. What are your thoughts on it? Uh, do you think do you think it's gonna be a dud, or you think it's gonna be a good miner?
Oh, it's gonna be a dog
A
or a
dud,
good.
like a bad miner, a bad batch miner.
Okay,
You
okay.
know, kind of like
I
S17.
think it will be. I think it will be a good miner. Yeah, yeah. I don't think Bitmain want to be ashamed. Want to shame, want to disgrace themselves. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because Bitmain has a. At least they want to look good on the stage. Yeah.
I agree with you. I agree. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
think
yeah. You
this S21 is gonna be a bad one. How about order wise? Have you been getting orders for the S21?
Uh, to be honest, personally, not yet. Yeah, I have quite a few people asking about it, and one client, existing client, is asking about S21 Hydro, and he really needs one, and the other people they asked about the price. I just share with them the original price, like I
Hmm.
shared this original price with you. Yeah, I
Yes.
just say, hey, this is the original price. Yeah, yeah, because this is futures. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing with me right now. I'll be honest with you. We have a lot of people asking about them, but we haven't had any single person pull the trigger on them. No one single person has pulled the trigger. So many people has told me, hey, quote me for 11 units, quote me for 20, 30 units. They haven't pulled the trigger on them. They are very on the fence about them. I'm actually thinking myself for endless mining to buy a couple of these S21s. But right now, we're waiting on that decision. We want to make sure it's the right one. But yeah, we are on the same page, Charlie, on that. Luckily, on L7s is different, I guess, and Caspa miners is different. But on this ones, we for sure are on the same page. That's good insights to have for the people. That's for sure.
Mm.
Yeah.
Poor little
Also, I don't know if
Timmy.
you
Yeah.
no, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. You go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say I think there's your Discord server is sounding on the chat, or at least I hear it on my side. I don't know if the chat can hear his Discord, but there's like a pinging of Discord, and it's not. I checked, it's not mine. So just something to
Okay.
keep in mind. Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
because I'm not getting any messages on my end.
Okay. Let me see. Yeah, for the S21, in before last week, the minimum order is 100 units, but from this week, It seems many more resellers and distributors are offering the option of MOQ as one. Why? I think it's because they want to pull the orders together because they cannot buy 100 units, but they want to get many smaller orders from normal people. And then when they have 30 units, when they have
Yeah.
100 units, they go to the distributors to do that. Yeah. So they gamble too because they're gambling on if the price would become higher. They need to make sure the price will be within the budget. But of course, they're going to muck up a higher price for the smaller orders. Yeah. When they have them, they just want to make money. Do not think that, oh, they will just allow us to buy one unit. Yeah. But of course, if we buy from reliable distributors, we are in good hands. Yeah. As long as you make sure about that, because they have been in the business for many years. If they take you orders, they will have to eat up that price, like Augustine said, because it's pre-orders. Because pre-orders, there's a lot of risk. They know that when we place orders with them, you know, it's a lot of trust, and they actually get more money from us because they only have to pay like 20% deposit to the manufacturer, but we need to pay like 50%. So they get more money. So it's still we take more risk. Yeah. But they will still deliver it. They will still make the delivery for the S21. Yeah.
Charlie, can I ask you a
Yeah,
question? I
yeah, yeah.
wanted to I wanted to know more. You're in Shenzhen right now, right?
Yes, yes.
How does it work over there? That so you have a stable internet access right now, correct? It's pretty stable, which is not
Thank
so.
you.
It's yeah, but it's not so common over there to have it, right? In
Okay,
Shenzhen.
okay, okay. Let's answer the way too fast too fast for you question first before
Yes,
answering about the VPN. Yeah. How do you figure out shipping cost to clients in USA? Just flat rate per miner within the states? No, it's not a flat rate, but usually it's a flat rate. Okay, it's usually a flat rate. But if your zip code, if your address is remote, yeah, like we enter your zip code in DHL or FedEx, yeah, we will find out if it's remote. If it's remote, then we have to pay maybe $50 more per miner, something like that, or maybe just yeah, just maybe $30 more per miner. But usually it's a flat rate. Yeah. And buy one miner to ship one miner is expensive. It's better to buy two. Yeah. So you spread the cost. Yeah. Mm, that's it. It's really cheap actually, I think. And it arrives in the US very fast. Yeah. And DHL is the fastest. And also the remote addresses in DHL may not be remote on FedEx or UPS. So we have to check like uh, if we need to ship by DHL, FedEx, or UPS. But normally, like 90% of the people are going to have their addresses like normal. You don't have to pay more. So you can consider a flat rate. But always when I run the shipping cost, uh, I ask you for your zip code because I want to be sure. Yeah. But normally it's really I would say it's not too expensive, and it really arrives faster than you think. Like sometimes 4 days from Hong Kong to America, 5 days or 6 days, like 7 days a little bit more, like 4 to 7 days you can receive the miner. When you send the money, USDT or something like that, you get the miner within 4 to 7 days. Yeah. Tommy T. Charlie, I know you talk about ASICs a lot, but where GPU? No, no, no. GPUs. GPUs are very hard to do. It seems that America has better price. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Just I do have some GPU suppliers, like distributors, but very few people ask about GPUs still. Yeah, but you can ask me. Yeah, you can you can text me like about some GPU models to compare the pricing. But I'm not really much confident about that. Yeah, according to the past experiences. Yeah. Okay, going back to you, Augustine. By the way, should I say Augustine or Augustine or whatever?
Say whatever you want. You're saying
No,
it
no, no. You
perfectly the
should
way you
tell
want.
me. I think the Spanish it's like Augustine, right?
Augustine. You're saying it right. You're saying it right. Don't worry.
Really, Augustine?
No, it's not
It's
really
not
like that. It's Agustin.
Augustine. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Augustine. Okay. So you're asking me about how I access the internet. uh,
How is your internet so good? Explain that to
okay.
the viewers
So
because in
if you go
Shenzhen,
to YouTube, if you go to YouTube
yes.
and although you said I know all the distributors, I know I'm the guy who figure out who are reliable, who are not. I'm sure you know all of them too. You were just trying to compliment me.
No, no.
You know all these
You
people.
know better. You know more
Yeah,
people.
they
You
they,
know
they, they
more.
go on YouTube too. They go on Facebook. They go on everywhere. They text you every day on WhatsApp. Yeah, yeah. You definitely get the answer from them already. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't act you don't know.
But tell us about the internet. How do you get so good of an internet connection over there in Shenzhen?
Okay,
Because
I use the Ethernet cable here. Yeah, yeah. I didn't
okay,
use the
but you're on a
Wi-Fi.
VPN, right? Because otherwise you wouldn't be able to be doing this live stream, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's called VPN. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah,
got it.
yeah.
A lot
But
of people in China they have to do that, right, to communicate with us here.
yeah, yeah. It's not. It's blocked, but it's not really like banned. Okay, it's blocked, but it's not. Uh, yeah, It's not. Uh, it's not seriously illegal.
Okay, okay. I'm just asking because I it's something that's maybe new to a lot of people, and
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
sometimes
so
whenever.
so if
Go
you
ahead.
guys come to China, and I welcome you guys to come to China to Shenzhen. Okay, especially if you go to Hong Kong, and when you come to China, you can get like a 5 day or 7 days visa upon arrival. Okay, but within 5 days, you need to go back to Hong Kong. Uh, that's it. But when you come to China, make sure you get VPN installed. Okay, yeah. Otherwise, you will not be able to use the YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and all of that. Yeah, yeah.
Interesting.
Uh,
Now, let me ask you something, Charlie. Is there a way for us to maybe better understand how do people over there in Shenzhen typically communicate with each other? How do you typically call your friends, your family, all the suppliers? How do you typically get in touch with people over there?
okay. People's favorite is people's favorite is WeChat. Yeah,
WeChat.
it's an app. It's an app under the company of Tencent. It's a company similar to Facebook uh, in America, or,
Gotcha.
or or similar to Google, or not Google. Yeah, to Facebook. Yeah, WeChat. It's monitored. Yeah, if you
Wow.
text people messages, and if you type in some sensitive words, the
Yes.
system can monitor it. And it will
Wow.
check your messages. Yeah, but
Wow.
but people still use WeChat every day, and to communicate with everybody, with families, with friends, with business people, even when they know that they're doing something that's a little bit gray. You know, like when you hit on some
Yeah.
hookers. Yeah, you use WeChat. That, you know. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
know
sure.
about that. I do not know about that, Charlie.
I'm
Maybe
telling you
you know more
everything
than I
about
do.
China. I'm telling you everything about China.
Oh
Yeah, yeah,
man.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. So what I mean is that the people here in China, they know the government is checking on their messages,
Yes.
but they know the government is not locking up everybody who is using VPN, you know, buying prostitutes or selling services, because for thousands of years, illegal business. Like,
Oh man.
yeah, yeah, this business happens. I'm just giving you an example. I'm
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
giving you an example. You know, prostitution, communication happens on WeChat. Okay,
All right.
they don't use any other app. Okay, of course they know about WhatsApp. Oh no, no, very few people know about WhatsApp. Yeah, but even when in this business, crypto mining hardware,
Yeah.
people still use WeChat, even when they know crypto trading is not, you know, yeah, it's sort of illegal. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I know the government is definitely knows about this business, but
Yeah.
they're not putting an end to it. Why? Because they know this business exists for a reason. It's giving people jobs. It's giving manufacturers jobs. It's bringing money to the government still. It's keeping people alive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even for any type of business out there, as long as it's not too illegal, as long as it's not
Yeah.
evil, like involving murders, robbery, you know,
The bad
they'll
stuff.
keep you
The
there.
bad stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I know what you mean, Charlie. It's a great topic that you're talking about. And I guess anybody listening, you already know that when you go to China, when you go to Hong Kong, you got to give Charlie a visit because he's going to get you hooked up.
No, 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 no.
He has
I
the
was,
contacts for you,
I
he
was
has
just,
everything for you.
I was just giving you, share with you my true observation about China. I can ask you any question about China. Yeah, yeah.
Love it, love it, love it. Well, I was curious because I haven't, I still, I canceled my plans to go to China 2 times already, unfortunately. First one because of COVID, and the second one just didn't work out for me. But I've been wanting to go to China for the longest time now. Get to know some people over there, shake some hands over at China land, especially, make that trip to Hong Kong, like you said, and then go over to mainland, Shenzhen
Okay,
for sure. But
okay.
yeah,
If anybody you know is in Shenzhen, you can just come to Hong Kong if you don't have a valid visa. Yeah, and people from Shenzhen, they can go to Hong Kong to meet you. Yeah, and they will use some sort of like a passport. Yeah, but it's not strictly passport. Yeah, but they can come to visit you if you want to save the hassles, because you can
hmm
only come to China for 5 days or 7 days. After these 5 days or 7 days are finished, you go back to Hong Kong. You can invite people to come to Hong Kong. Yeah, and to meet you.
how
Yeah.
many times can you enter? There's 5 to 6 days every.
Uh,
How often? 1 year, 1 month?
uh, I don't know about that, but try to use it only once. Yeah, but if you really want to come to China, like in a standard way, in a serious way, better get a Chinese visa. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I was
yeah,
thinking of doing as well because I don't know if 5 to 6 days is going to be enough to visit all those suppliers, all of those people over there.
yeah.
So
If
we're gonna have to see.
I usually issue invitations to people that I already know or I
Mm,
already did business with. I give them invitations, and they will get use the invitations to get the Chinese visa. Yeah, which is really good. Yeah.
got it, got it, got it. You got some comments going
Okay,
on the
people
chat.
ask about you, Augustine.
Yes, what are they asking?
Where are you based?
I'm based in Rockville, Maryland.
Maryland,
Rockville,
Maryland.
Maryland.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and then you
What is
got a
the
comment
city?
from
Rockville? Rockville?
the city is called Rockville, Maryland.
Rockville. Okay,
It's a
okay.
beautiful city here in Maryland. It's about 30 minutes about from from um, from DC, the capital of the United States. And then I comment from way too fast for ya, Charlie Day and Endless Mining. I wish there was a collaboration of suppliers to buy a whole stock of miners and house them in the USA to save on cost for all retail, or it's already as cheap as we can.
Mm.
It's a great. That's a great. It's a great topic right there. Way too fast.
Welcome.
Um, I've been I've been wanting to get that done for the longest time now. To get Bitmain to approve this, that would be amazing for them to hold some of their stock here in the US.
Mm. Welcome, Red Panda. I
Panda,
hope
panda.
I hope it's the real guy, not the impersonator. Definitely, because he's too famous.
Is there a way to know if he's the real panda or not?
I don't know, but I'm sure he's real Panda. Yeah,
That's good. That's good. How's the
yeah, man.
traveling's going on, panda? I know he was. I don't know if you saw recently. He was taking all his ASICs up to a place up in Canada. I forget what the name of the province there was, but endless mining. Something about Usaka CS2. Got it. Awesome. And he's saying, "I understand Mandarin." Very
Oh,
nice.
who says that?
Red
Oh,
Panda.
oh,
He
I
says
understand
he
Mandarin.
understands Mandarin. Yeah.
Really? Really? We should get you on the line, and we can talk in Mandarin.
你好吗？
Oh, that's the only
我是
thing.
我是美国人。我不知道. No, I don't know which one. I don't know which one.
That's really good.
Teach us something. Teach us something, Charlie,
That's how you
in
know I'm
Mandarin.
real. Yeah, left alone.
Because
I'd like to see.
he was saying about, you know what CS2 is, Charlie?
Mm.
It's a game. It's
Oh,
a video game.
crossfire. Yeah,
It's
second.
Counter Strike 2, and we play that video game every so often with Panda and some of the other tubers, crypto tubers, and he was just showing that he was real. So only the real
I
Panda would know
see.
how
I
that.
see.
Yeah, so that's why he was saying,
Mm. I'd like to see some competition to China and have some US based ASIC manufacturers. Yeah. Yeah, and actually I heard rumor about that. Yeah. It's from the
really?
forecasting guy. Yeah, with the chief strategy officer in Silicon Valley, who is the forecasting one of the decision makers. He told me that uh in the coming year there will be many new manufacturers for the ASICs, including the competitor to Bitmain, Bitdeer. Yeah. Uh, the founder of Bitdeer used to be the founder of Bitmain. Yeah, but the former Bitmain founder was sort of like expelled from the company, or they just had to settle. They just settled with the deal. So the guy called Wu Jihan, yeah, Jihan Wu, left the company and he started up a new company called Bitdeer. And recently, we also saw them in the Bit Mining Disrupt, and they were doing some immersion cooling solutions. But we also heard that they probably were going to churn out some new ASICs. But it's only a rumor.
Yeah,
Uh, and when I tell the same thing to about the when I tell the same thing about the American new manufacturers about the ASICs to the Chinese distributors, they said, "Oh, that's bullshit." So I don't know who is right. Yeah, but I think it would be very interesting if there would be more competitors based in the US. Yeah.
yeah. The more the better. That's what's going to drive the markets. That's what's going to drive competition. And if there's more competition, well, we're going to see better prices, better quality, better efficiencies. I just dropped right there on the chat. The Intel chip. It's a SHA-256. It's called the Intel Block Scale ASIC. It's a custom ASIC for blockchain acceleration. They've been talking about this for the longest time. Back when I used to sell GPUs in 2021, I remember wanting to. I actually think I put Endless Mining to be one of the first companies out there to put interest into this. I remember sending a massive email about this to my supplier in Intel, to my contact in Intel, and they actually told us that they were gonna talk about it and this and that and this and that. They ended up unveiling. There wasn't too much talk about it anymore. But this is what we need. We need this. We need Intel. We need a company here in the U.S. to come out with a chip
Mm,
that is good enough,
mm.
efficient enough. And that's what we need. We need more stuff going on here in the U.S. The markets here can handle it. There's money
Yeah.
for it, and we need it.
Okay. Okay. I heard this from a mining farm in Kentucky.
Uh
Okay.
huh.
So I met with the farm owner. Uh, although I haven't been able to sell him any single miner. Maybe he works with endless mining already. Like even when my price is better, he doesn't want to work with me. But anyway, that's I did go to his farm, and
Yeah.
yeah, and he talked to me about the Intel thing, about the new chip. So he says he knows the chief designer of the chip
Uh-huh.
by Intel, and he says the chip actually was born. Yeah, they did make it happen. They were trying to sell the chip, the Intel chip, to manufacturers, maybe like Bitmain. Yeah, yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, he may be bullshitting, but he is having a decent farm. Yeah, yeah, he's having a decent farm. Yeah,
Man, we got more people watching right now. We got Charlie, you have 25 people watching you right now. Check that
maybe
out. On your
maybe
first live stream ever. Congratulations.
maybe after you asked about the VPN thing.
That was an interesting question. I got more interesting questions for you if you want. I'll keep dropping them.
Mm.
I'm actually very curious about like the China relationship that there is going on right now with the US. We're not on the best terms. We're not really, the countries are not on the best.
Okay,
There could be a lot of things going on there that we could talk about.
okay. Someone is saying that I'm good at guns in Colorado. Ray Palm. Thank you, thank you.
Gunslinger.
But I shoot like this. Yeah, it's always shaking. Yeah, like that. If you call that your favorite gunslinger, I'm happy. Yeah.
You have a question in the chat saying, "What do you own mining by way too fast for you right now? And are you interested in getting into the hosting business?"
Okay.
That's for you, Charlie.
Excuse me for like 10 seconds. Yeah. I want to turn down the AC a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, a bit cold. You keep talking. You keep talking.
There was a couple comments back there. I think Panda and way too fast for you touched on the same comment. Is that we need more we need more business going on here in the US. Repair facilities, we need them here. We need more repair facilities that are reliable here in the US. But we also need more manufacturers, if possible. It's probably going to be impossible to manufacture chips here in the US and make it actually a profitable business, because everybody knows, chips are manufactured overseas, and most 90 something percent of the electronics that we use are, I'm almost willing to say 99% of the electronics that we use are manufactured outside of the US. Um, so that's basically what we need over here. We need more hubs. We need more, hand in hand to what somebody else was saying, is that it would be great if we could have a bitmain warehouse here in the US, where we kind of change the way that, for example, the warranties work, and we change the way that potentially the prices of the miners work and all. But having that here in the US is gonna increase a lot of business for sure. People are gonna like that a lot. There's a lot of people that are scared to go into this market because of that. They don't have, sorry, they don't have the balls to get into the market because they're scared that whenever they send money to China, whenever they send money to to buy one of these crypto miners, that they're not going to get it. So they're not getting into this business because of the scammers and because of all the bad players out there that make it bad for all of us. But if we had a warehouse here, imagine all of the people that would get into it. If we had an actual distribution center here, that would change the game a little bit, and that would ease up, and that would help bring more cash flow into the whole industry. What do you think, Charlie? You think I'm
Okay.
talking
Here's what
nonsense
I
or no?
think. Here's what I think. Uh, I think, for example,
Yeah.
the S21. We don't need to stock any miners in the US,
Hmm.
but we can pull some orders together. Like if we have 1,000 people watching our live, and many of them are real miners, we can pull an order live. We can pull an order like 30 units, 100 units together. Or maybe we should get more other YouTubers to do the same thing. So these little Timmys can unite together. It's a good way. How can we
Yeah.
help the little Timmys? This is how we can help the little Timmys. Yeah.
Yeah. I agree
Yeah,
with you.
we're
I
gonna
agree with
pull
you.
the order so everyone will get the distributor price because we're buying a lot. But we need people to unite together, to trust in a common party. Yeah.
Yeah.
To
But it's
do this
hard though,
together.
Charlie. It's hard. Don't you think it's
It's
hard to
it's
do that?
it's not impossible. I
It's not
think Red Panda
impossible, but it's
Mining. I
hard.
think Red Panda Mining can do something like that. Or if not him alone, we can collaborate. Like we can
Yeah.
have like 5 or 10 people, like all of them, like fighting for the same thing. Yeah. Of
I'll be
course they
happy
will
to
get.
talk about that, Charlie. But there's
Yeah. Of
one thing
course
that
they
we need to
will.
consider, though.
Yeah. Of course they will get rewarded that for that too, because they are you know making an effort. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's
So
there's one thing though there, Charlie, is that once you see the collaboration that you're talking about sounds great in paper, but once you actually start doing it and you start considering all of the factors that go into doing this, you're putting a lot of risk into it too. You're putting a lot of risk into this because say you have a minimum order quantity of 100 units, right? Let's say you get one, let's say you sell 1 unit per 1 unit per client. Okay, you have 100 clients into this one single order. If only one of those people pulls out, you're already out of this deal.
okay,
You need
here's the thing.
everybody to keep the money in there. Yeah,
Uh, no, 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 no,
there's
no.
more
We are
factors.
not
There's
going
more
to.
factors.
We're not going to get everybody to pay 100%. We're going to get the same deal as the distributors. If the distributors only pay 20%, we only pay 20%.
Well, that's it. You know the distributors don't pay 20%. The way it works is you end up paying 100% by the time that they're delivered. You know.
Yeah, yeah, but only when it's ready. Yeah, that's what I mean. Control the risk. And this
Yeah.
way, we get a better price and we pay little. We pay less. Isn't There's nothing better than this.
Well, the thing is that you're counting on people's money, and the
No, no,
moment
no. I'm
that
not counting on anybody's money. I'm not using people's money. I'm not taking advantage of the money.
no, no, I'm not
Yeah.
saying you are. No, no, no. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. I'm not saying you are. I'm saying the day of tomorrow, if Bitmain screws you over, all those 100 people
No.
are gonna come for you.
Bitmain Bitmain has screwed people in history,
Yeah, I
but
know.
they never kill you yet. You're still alive. I mean, they screw you with bad lead time, bad
Yeah,
product. Yeah. But they never miss their promise. I mean, they never their promise in making a product happen. When they say they're going to have Casper when the KS3, it's happening. Every product, it's
man.
proven. Yeah,
The KS3s. Oh my god, we almost
yeah.
got sued for those miners. We were waiting months and months and months for those miners to get delivered. I'm
Red
telling you, I had
Panda.
clients calling me and telling me, "Oh my
Yeah.
god,
I mean, they definitely screwed you, but to some different extent. What I mean is that the worst is still hasn't happened. Yeah. So I do trust the Bitmain. If we pay them 20% for the orders for
yeah,
S21, we will get a miner. Trust me. Yeah. Because that's already proven with the distributors that we worked with. I'm not saying anything about the quality, like you're having the machine
yeah."
like running forever. I'm just saying you will get the delivery for sure. They screwed it a lot for the L7s, but KA3, KS3, S19 J Pro, and they're all good. Even K Pros, yeah. So they've been good. Yeah.
Is that your Alexa? What is that? What was that?
Oh yes, yes,
Your
yes,
phone
yes. Oh no, no, no. Yes, my HomePod, HomePod Mini.
or the prostitutes?
I wish,
Or the prostitutes in the background?
I wish.
What is it called? Your HomePod? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, HomePod. Yeah, Siri,
Oh,
Siri.
oh, okay, okay. The Siri, the Siri. Gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha, gotcha.
Okay, Sep Chaps. If you want to collaborate with nodes and bits, let me know. What's that? You know that?
I do not know that.
Mm. So Red Panda. So your KS3 is broken.
KS3 RIP.
Yeah. Yeah, I do have to ask other people's experience with the Casper miners. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe my clients have been, treating me very well. You know, they try to deal with the problems by themselves. Yeah. Well, of course they know. I think they also do that because they know that I'm making very tiny margin on that. Yeah. If I making more money, I can take more responsibility. Yeah, but for me, the priority is to get you the machines at the cheapest price possible. Yeah, I heard the bitmain X5 was the most reliable miner released yet. X5 still no resolution for broken board. Are you familiar with X5? I don't. I'm not.
I am not familiar. I don't think we've sold. Let me check if
Yeah,
we've sold any of these, but I don't think we've sold any of the X5s. I know we have them listed, but
me
I don't think
neither.
we've sold many of these. Yeah,
John English. Rec. What's that? Is that another American idiom?
yeah. I'm not seeing any X5 sales here on our eBay store. On our we haven't sold a single X5.
Me neither.
Yeah, we haven't sold any. Nope, nothing.
Okay,
Yeah, we haven't sold any.
X5's broken everywhere.
Yeah,
Okay, I just shared the StreamYard link. If anyone wants to join, you can come in. Otherwise, we may have to, we probably talked very long enough, right?
it's been about
Thank
three
God.
hours now. It's about to
Yeah,
be
yeah,
three
yeah, yeah,
hours in the
yeah,
next couple minutes.
yeah.
If you want to put it to 3 hours, I got you. I have more questions. I got more questions to pull.
To be honest, I only slept for 1 hour or less than 1 hour today.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I
No, if
couldn't
you
sleep because I needed to do this live and I felt very nervous and excited at the same time. I just couldn't sleep. Yeah, I worried about the gears. Yeah,
no, it's good. It
yeah,
was a good.
yeah,
It's been a good, very good stream, Charlie. We talked about the S19s. We
yeah,
talked
yeah,
about the S21s. We talked about the L7s. We talked about a little bit of the economy. We've talked a little bit about hookers. We talked about a little bit
yeah.
about business, and we
Mm,
talked a little bit about everything. It's a pretty good stream so far.
okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And for me, it's the same thing. If you want to talk for 5 hours, I can do that. Yeah.
I love it. I love
So
it.
yeah, and there's mining. Augustine, are you gonna have your own YouTube channel too?
We already have a YouTube channel, Endless
Oh, you
Mining
already have
YT.
it.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a small YouTube channel. We haven't posted that many videos, but
Let me
Endless
see.
Mining YT is the YouTube channel. Thank you for
Okay, I
dropping the
just
link. I
shared
appreciate it.
the endlessmining.com. That's Augustine's shop. If you want to buy something locally in the US, sometimes you do pay a slightly higher price, but you definitely get better care. Like
Not
air
better
tag,
than yours.
air tag inside the miner, inside the box. You will get you will get a free air tag. Yeah, maybe. Is it?
It's well, it's we put the air tags on specific shipments. Typically outside of the US is what we do. We like to do a little bit
Okay.
better, especially to countries that we don't know. But no, no,
Okay.
better customer service with Charlie, not with us. Charlie has the better customer service.
Better price. Better price at
And
least.
better
Yeah, that's
prices,
it. Yeah.
yes.
No, no,
And better
no.
prices.
Only price wise. Yeah, I do good. I think so. Yeah.
Yes, for sure, for sure, for
And
sure.
and and you will get the delivery for sure. If we lost it, if we lose the shipment, yeah, you will be compensated. For so far, I've never lost a single miner. Yeah, and it did happen. Like I lost the shipment of something else, but I compensated the clients. Yeah, compensate them like a lot of money. Yeah, like $20,000. Yeah, or
Wow.
20,000 US dollars. This year, exactly. This year, I did
Because
that
the miners
already.
didn't arrive to them, you said?
It's not miners. It's something else. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah. And it's not 20,000. Like 15 uh thousand. Yeah, $16,000. Yeah, and yeah, some other like hassles. Like I have a European client. He got a shipment to Serbia, and the
Hmm.
shipment didn't. The client didn't. The his client didn't go to clear the customs.
Yeah.
So the miners were returned to Hong Kong, and there was very expensive cost in returning
Yeah,
the
of
miners
course.
to Hong Kong. And back then we didn't know what to do, so I just covered the cost. Yeah, no, I didn't cover the cost immediately because we didn't know about the cost. But
Yeah.
the miners were returned to Hong Kong, and we had to reship the miners from Hong Kong to France. And the Serbian client came to France to pick up the miners. The Serbian client were acting like nothing happened, and the client and the seller in France he didn't know what happened either. Only I know what happened. Yeah, yeah, and it was not a good deal. Why? Because the money we paid for the shipping, like shipping back and shipping again, cost them more than the miners.
Wow.
Yeah, because the miners already dropped a lot in price. It was S1990 terahash. Yeah, so I do have very cheap price, but I also offer. I don't mean like taking care of you like a babysitter, but at least I guarantee you get the products and brand new. Yeah, brand new miners. Yeah, good product. Yeah, and cheap price. Yeah, that's what I can do. Yeah, yeah. And
Bye from
Augustine
Charlie.
would, but Augustine is different. He's taking care of you like a babysitter.
I hold your hand.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
hold your
Of
hand
course,
like a baby.
it pays to work with a babysitter. Yeah.
You have a question on the chat. Check that
A
out. That's a
U.S.
great
Canadian
question.
class easier to deal with? I think so, and European clans too. Yeah, I feel like European clans have fewer people to resort to, but in America you have more sellers like Augustine. Uh, you have many people like Augustine, so it's easy for the little Timmies in America to get the miners. But in Europe, I mean, Europe is less developed in the America, so there are less sellers. Yeah. So, but for other business, there are more competitors, of course, in Europe. But for this type of business, somehow there are fewer sellers. So when they found me, when they found me, they're very happy. Yeah, they get the good price, and they feel taken care of because good price, good attention, fast response, communication, fast shipping. Yeah. So I get overall I get a good experience with all of them. North America, Europe, even Australia a few times. Yeah, and the Middle East too. I I get some clients in Oman. Yeah, Oman, even Dubai. Yeah, but not a lot. But overall, all of them are very nice. Yeah, yeah. Can you get solar panels? Yes, but but that is not my it's not a product that I usually deal in, but of course I can get you solar panels. I can get you everything. Yeah, from China, from China. Yeah, that's what I was doing. Yeah,
Everything, Charlie?
this is what I have been doing since 2016. This is my website, www.bitshenzhen.com. Yeah, yeah. So the idea originally was to source products for anybody outside China to source for cheaper from China. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Augustine, I saw that. What do you call it? Yawning?
I'm yawning. Yes, I
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
Over
I
here,
got the
it's
vocabulary.
11 p.m. and I woke up early today. But sorry about that. I apologize. I don't mean to be yawning on the stream.
Oh no, no, no. That's good. When you're with your brother, you be yourself.
Ah, I like that. I like that. It's
I can
good. Thanks.
fart, to be
Thanks.
honest.
Go for it. Go for it.
Okay. Oh, I don't know what's happening with Tsingtao. I don't know yet. I don't know much well yet. But with every brand across the world, there is some scandal. I need to check up on that, and I will get back to you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Even in China, we also have a lot of scandals with the Japanese seafood. Yeah, like fear against the Japanese seafood. But we know it's propaganda. It's propaganda. Yeah, yeah. I think that's propaganda.
They're going hard at you in the comment section. They're going hard at
Only fans could.
you.
I'm gonna mute that when I do that. Okay. How 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 did you how do you know that I didn't do that during the live? I muted myself. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Thank you guys. Really appreciate all of you guys viewing our live, and really appreciate Augustine and Vega. Yeah, and of course, big shout out to all the gurus, Red Panda. Yeah, DJ Mice. Yeah.
22's on the chat, baby.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
Thank you for having me, Charlie. I really do
Thank
appreciate
you,
it.
Augustine. Thank you for supporting me, helping me from the beginning. Yeah, testing the StreamYard called with me.
Of course, it's my pleasure. Anytime,
What does
Charlie.
that
Anytime.
mean? Yeah, what does that mean?
Oh, you
22.
need you need to you need to start joining DJ Minds streams, and you'll understand quickly what it
Oh,
means.
okay, okay. I could guess that. Yeah, something like yeah, like a password, like a like a like a note. Yeah,
I
secret
think you
code. Yeah.
have officially hit a 3 hour live stream right now for your first ever live
Oh my
stream.
God, let's wait for that. 30 seconds. Countdown, countdown. Thank you very much. LJJM Tech. Yeah, Mining Meister. Yeah. Yeah, I do have
Impressive,
all my
impressive.
contact I do have all my contact information on my YouTube page, on my profile, my WhatsApp, Instagram, everything. Yeah. And Augustine has his website endlessmining.com. Endless mining and endless business and money and the opportunities. I know
Amen.
that.
Amen.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Thank you for everyone. Have a good night. Yeah. Have a good night. Augustine, have a good night. Thank you again for
Thank you so
everything.
much, Charlie. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you. Thank
everybody, for
you.
tuning
Thank
in.
you.
I can't believe you still got 17, 20 watching you right now. Incredible, Charlie. Incredible. For the first stream,
Thank,
congratulations. It's amazing. For
thank
great
you.
things to
Thank
come,
you.
honestly.
Thank you. I
Amazing.
wish you can join more in the future.
I will. We'll be happy to do so.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Machete. Thank you. Good night. Good night, everyone. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye.